that's going to happen. They haven't even done the ceremonial coin toss.
1 hour is not
line.
enough
Nope.
of you and I, Trevor.
They said, let's just keep it going, Randy. Let us take a look at the colors of the game presented by Lampert Lumber. The Dutch are in their green jersey. It's a new deck, new roof or siding, a kitchen remodel. Tonight's game time temperature presented by Van Haften Plumbing and Heating.
Red Rock Healthcare Pella is proud to support Pella Community School District's academic and athletic programs. Red Rock Healthcare Pella, in partnership with Knoxville Hospital and Clinic's sports medicine program, provides the highest quality athletic health care for students. Students have access to the region's best orthopedic care, physical therapists, and top medical professionals. When your Dutch team member needs the best sports medicine, call Red Rock Healthcare Pella. For more information, visit rrhcpella.com.
Our family at El Charro Mexican Restaurant is very proud to have been serving the Pella community for over 15 years.
Our family invites you to join us at El Charro on Main Street in Pella and continue the family tradition of serving great Mexican dishes for lunch, dinner, or your next fiesta.
We are open 7 days each week with daily specials and all the wonderful Mexican food and drinks you've grown to love over the past 15 years.
Be sure to find and like our new Facebook page by searching El Charro Mexican Restaurant.
And we welcome you back inside of our Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We are live on KNIA-KRLS.com. And thanks for listening to our hour-long Midtown Tire Team radio pregame show. The Midtown Tire Team is cheering on the Pella High football team as they get ready for action tonight, which is right around the corner. The Little Dutch will be kicking it off from right to left in their green uniforms with the white lettering and numerals and trim, as we're seconds away from tonight's opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella. And DCG will be moving from left to right as they return 2 men back deep, standing on the goal line. Trevor Castle, Randy Sikkema with you live. We do have a couple of PellaMotors.com instant radio updates. It's Oskaloosa 6, Pella Christian nothing in the second quarter. At the end of the first quarter, Pleasantville and Linville-Sully tied 0-0.
Good games going on so far.
It'll be Adam Schur to kick it off for Pella. Again, we talked about the question marks for the Little Dutch in the kicking game. It's Schur to kick it off. We would expect that Silas Vanderhoff would do any extra point, and if they try field goals, those kicking duties. Here we go, right to left. Schur puts the ball in the air, and we're underway with high school football here on KNIA-KRLS.com. Return from the 7 in the middle of the field, near sideline 20, and out to the 31-yard line. Tonight's opening kick presented by Dutch Mill Supply in Pella, your only locally owned lumberyard and building material supplier. Boley returns the kick out to the 31-yard line. Josh Miller makes the tackle for Pella, and DCG will start at the 31-yard line with 11:53 remaining in the first quarter.
Yeah, pretty decent coverage for the first kick. The kick got down to about the, 10-yard line or so, so that wasn't too bad.
So first down and 10 for Dallas Center Grimes from the 31. Ball on the near right hash, left to right, and it's a right side handoff, hole up the middle, closes quickly. Grant Nelson hops on and twists Zach Brand down at the 36-yard line for a gain of 5.
Pretty decent hole by the DCG O-line there, right in the middle of the O-line, went right up the middle.
Gain of 5 yards.
Second down and 5 coming up from the 36-yard line. You are listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa, on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIA-KRLS.com. Working out of the pistol, Ty Walker is going on a hard count here as streamers continue to fly out of the student section.
Hey.
It's a handoff, and the Dutch swarm. No gain, 2 men in on the tackle. That's Levi Rosa and Ethan Bogards making the stop. Also in on the tackle, Josh Miller again, no gain.
And I think Cody Heisman turned it into that. He came from the edge and turned it into the middle, so nice job by the whole Dutch defense there.
Third down and 5.
So third down and 5 coming up for Dallas Center Grimes. Opening drive of the game, no score. Mustangs have it at their own 36-yard line, left to right. They'll send 2 receivers left, 1 to the right, wingman right as well, and now to the left of the quarterback, Walker. It's a handoff again, and Pella is in to stop him for a loss Braden Peterson from the nose position buries Brand back for a loss of 3.
Wow, that was impressive. They were in there as soon as he had the ball.
End of the first quarter, 6-0 Norwalk on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Our score, 0-0. And we'll get a first look at the Pella punt return unit as they send Logan Shetterly and Aaron Downs back deep to return. Downs took 171 yards to the house a season ago on a punt return touchdown, and he's standing at his own 30. Punt is a spiraling kick, really good kick, and it's Downs on a late fair catch at the 26-yard line.
That was a nice kick. It was a late signal, too.
And it was kind
I don't
of
know
an
what those
alligator
rules
arm
are,
type
but
of a signal.
that was close to maybe not really even counting, but they gave it to him. So great job by the Dutch defense there. I think DCG respecting our preseason strength at defensive backs for Pella High and didn't choose to pass on any of those plays.
Pella takes over the 27-yard line. We played exactly 2 minutes in a scoreless game, right to left for the Little Dutch. And let's see what they dial up with Downs at quarterback. He's got Nolan Clayberg to his left. Motion from River Baker, who got some work at running back a year ago, and it's a run from Downs off left tackle, and he stumbles his way across the 30. His legs are so strong, he's out to the 31 for a gain of 4.
He is a very stocky young man. He's not heavy by any means, just a lot of muscle there in that body, and he made a nice move to get the 4 yards.
He's a junior listed at 5'11", 205. Now, one of the things with Downs, he could be in the senior class. He was held back a year before he got into school, so he is an old junior. 2nd down and 6, and Downs hands it off to Clayberg on a right side run. Tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Might have fallen forward for a yard. They say no gain, and Pella faces a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, a little misdirection there. The blocking looked like it was mostly going to the left, but the play was designed to go right, and Clayberg didn't quite get around the defensive end there for no gain.
9 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Pella 3rd down and 6 after forcing DCG into a 3-and-out. 3 straight runs up the middle for the Mustangs didn't result in much. They punted. Now Pella's got the ball. Here's the 3rd and 6 play. Out of the shotgun, Downs to throw. Looks right, throws right, catch is made. Fighting for yardage, and Shetterly, the team's leading receiver a year ago, hauls in the first pass of his senior season, and he fights for the first down. A gain of 6, move the chains.
Wow, that was a great effort by Shetterly. That looked like he was going to be tackled just shy of the chains, but second effort dove across the chain for a great job.
8-0 PCM leads Newton on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Our score, no score. 8:45 remaining in the first quarter. Pella 1st down and 10. The season's first down at the 37-yard line. Downs takes the snap out of the pistol. Play action fake. He's under pressure, and he is sacked. Clayberg missed the assignment on the blitz that time, and Garrett Morris had Downs dead to rights. He drops him for a huge loss back to the 27-yard line, a loss of 10.
Yeah, we're going to count those against his rushing yards.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately for Downs.
Yeah, that's going to be a tricky part to the stats this year.
I mean, that was just a 1-on-0 type of situation for Morris, and he's too good of a player. I mean, as tough as Downs is to bring down, Aaron was just hung out to dry.
He didn't stand a chance on that one.
2nd down and 20 now for Pella after the sack. Downs takes a snap, little low snap, wants to throw, fires it deep. He's going for Warren Page near sideline. Tons of contact, no flag. It was Warren Page one-on-one on the near sideline with Nick Lawton, and it's 3rd and 20.
Yeah, no intentional interference there. The pass was thrown on the inside. Page started out on the outside, tried to cut back inside the cornerback, and the cornerback has his right to be there, and the feet got tangled up and so forth. It was the right call, and we'll see what we can dial up on 3rd and 20 here.
A couple of PellaMotors.com instant radio updates. Knoxville, a 7-0 lead over Fairfield, and Oskaloosa, a 13-0 lead over Pella Christian. 8:24 to go in the second quarter. That one is live on 92.1 KRLS. 0-0 here, 7:53 to go between Pella and DCG first quarter. Downs, pump fake under duress, steps up, hurdles a defender, and sacked. Back at the 23-yard line, Downs goes down for the 2nd time on that series. It's a loss of 4, and the punt team coming on for the Little Dutch.
Yeah, I got the first down, thanks largely to Shetterly's second effort on that one catch, and went backwards on the second set of downs.
Well, I mean, 2nd and 20 after a sack. I mean, look up the stats at any level of football,
right.
Randy, and you're just not going to have a lot of success.
Right.
0-0 ball game, 7:22 remaining here in the first quarter. Pella to punt. It's Ryan Mace out of a short punt situation. Low end-over-end punt that lands at the 50, rolls down to the 35, picked up by the Mustangs, return to midfield, and a broken tackle into Pella territory. And DCG will start at the 44-yard line after the return by Isaac Boley of 21 yards.
Yeah, nice return there by the DCG young man. Got a couple blocks early and looked like he was maybe going to bust that, but good open field tackle to keep him at the 44-yard line. See if the defense can stop him.
Let's take a look at a Stravers Cellular game reset. We have 7:05 remaining on the first quarter clock. Pella 0, Dallas Center Grimes 0. Mustangs 1st and 10 at the Pella 44-yard line. That's a Stravers Cellular game reset. Out of the pistol formation, Walker barking signals to his offense, including the running back Brand, who's now to his left. First throw coming for Walker. Zips one over the middle, and it is caught. Terrific coverage by Warren Page. He was all over Isaac Boley, but Boley brings it into the 25-yard line for a gain of 19.
That was an impressive catch. Good throw, too. Right where it needed to be, but I thought Page had the coverage and was going to knock that down, but the receiver pulled it in.
Boley looks a lot bigger than the 6', 175 that he's listed at. That was a terrific play. He used his body to shield Page and make the grab. 1st and 10 of the 25. DCG threatening the 7th-ranked Mustangs to throw again. Pass is tipped and then nearly intercepted. Logan Shetterly wants that one back. It went through Boley's hands and then off of Shetterly's and lands incomplete.
Yeah, almost. Shetterly almost knocked it up in the air long enough for the DCG receiver to still come back with it, but very nice defensive play there. Got him 2nd and long here. See if we can get a penetration and a sack or something.
In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. The Mustangs ran it on 3 straight downs on their first series, which resulted in a 3-and-out. Now they've thrown it on back-to-back plays to start this possession. On a 2nd down and 10, they go back to the ground. There's not much there. A gain of 2 for Brand as he falls forward to the 23-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 8. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
Yeah, like almost maybe they scripted their first 6, 7, 8 plays or whatever and run the first series and throw the second.
It's a 3rd down and 8 situation for DCG. Don't know the situation of their kicking game, but probably 4-down territory here rather than a 40-plus yard field goal.
I would guess.
3 wide receivers and a wingman left. And they're looking that way. Swing pass, caught by the running back Brand, and then he's undercut at the 20. Shetterly takes him down, falls forward to the 17, into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone on a gain of 6. It will be 4th and 2.
Who was the receiver on that?
That was the running back Brand.
Okay.
They did a really nice job of all the receivers clearing out the Pella defense. Brand just swung out of the backfield, and he was wide open.
Cody Heisman at his defensive end on that side of the field recognized it, was kind of drifting out into the flat to stop that pass, but it developed so much later after that. The running back got in behind him.
Here's a 4th down and 2 for Dallas Center Grimes. Far hash at the Pella 17-yard line. We have a whistle and a timeout. We'll be back to Pella after this inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
I love reading my old journal entries. February 2017, switch majors from pre-med to engineering. Am I crazy? Yesterday, checking account overdrawn because of monthly fees. What nonsense? Today, switch banks and signed up for free bird checking at Bank Iowa. Say hello to free services like mobile banking, debit card, bill pay, and identity theft protection.
Introducing Freebird personal and business checking from Bank Iowa. Contact Bank Iowa for all the details by visiting your local Bank Iowa or online at bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 0-0 between Pella and Dallas Center Grimes and Randy Sycamore. They're all big, but a 4th down here. 4th and 2 early in this season opener between 2 top 10 teams.
Yeah, this could be a momentum-setting play right here, no matter, depending on which direction it goes. DCG gets the 1st down. Could give them enough momentum to get them a touchdown. Certainly if Pella holds them, we'll have it on our side.
So DCG is 0 of 2 on 3rd downs, including that 3rd and 8 play a moment ago that set up this 4th down and 2. They're on the far hash of the Pella 17-yard line. 1 wide receiver is Bryce Jermier. He's locked in on Josh Warner, one-on-one near sideline. And it's a play-action fake and a toss. Low throw, caught at the 16, but short of the 1st down.
Maybe.
I believe he is, Randy.
That's where they spot it.
He wasn't touched down, but he doesn't need to be touched down. Cody Hall was laying on the ground when he caught it, and it's Pella ball as they hold on 4th down.
You're right. It should have been short, but the way he rolled and caught it, it was just depending on where they spotted it, and they got it right, and it's Pella's ball. So great job, Pella defense again. See if the offense can get something rolling here.
5 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Second possession for Pella. And the Little Dutch, they send Downs back out at quarterback. We'll have to watch that throughout the evening. Clayberg to his right, designed run for Downs. Gets around right end, breaks one tackle. He's hopping along with 2 defenders dragging behind him out past the 20 to the 22 and a gain of 5. Let's give him 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. And, that was always Noah's strength, and there's going to be lots of comparisons made between Clayberg and Downs. I mean, 2 of the best just pound-for-pound athletes, certainly football players at Pella, but just let them run around the tackle and make a play.
One wearing a 2, one wearing a 3. They're similar body types.
2nd down and 4 now. And Downs on an option, and this time he's brought down as DCG selling out for the Downs run for no gain.
Nice tackle that time. That was almost a really big play for Pella. A little misdirection, fake handoff. Everybody but one DCG guy went the wrong way, but he made the tackle.
BSN Sports is the official provider of KRLS staff apparel, and they remind coaches and fans they're in it for the heart of the game. BSN Sports removes the hassle related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, spirit wear, and anything you need so you can have more time to impact lives on the field or at home. Call Phil Hemming or Todd Timish at the BSN sales office located inside of Windmill Print and Stitch in Pella. Flag flies on 3rd down, and Pella throwing deep. And it is incomplete, looking for Josh Warner, far sideline at the 50. And let's check the flags.
That time I thought it could have almost been defensive pass interference. They didn't call it. The flag's at the line of scrimmage, but we'll see which team it's on.
It looks like the fact that Boley is coming out as a punt return man means that this penalty is on Pella. DCG would decline. Not sure if it was an illegal formation or a false start. It has to be a legal formation or they would have blown the play dead.
Right.
So it's an incomplete pass by Downs. And Pella hasn't got much going offensively, Randy. They've run 10 plays. Check that, 9 plays, just 2 yards.
Yeah, a 10-yard sack didn't help much.
Punt team on for the Little Dutch. Ryan Mace to do those duties. And he gets away a line drive kick that takes a hop at the DCG 47, fielded at the 40. Return coming across midfield. Grant Nelson can't make the tackle. Warner bounces him out of bounds at the DCG 44. This is the 2nd straight drive. And pardon me, correction, we'll start at the Pella 44-yard line. DCG in plus territory with 3:52 to go here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's where they started the last drive, right, after the punt return.
We've got a PellaMotors.com instant radio update for you. Oskaloosa 13, Pella Christian 8 midway through the second quarter. Dan jungling a 7-yard touchdown, and then Pella Christian tacks on the 2-point conversion.
Good for them.
0-0 game here. 7th-ranked Mustangs, 5th-ranked Little Dutch. 3:52 to go in the first quarter. DCG left to right in white and red. And out of the pistol formation, Ty Walker takes a snap and some misdirection. They hand it off. I believe the Jetman.
He kept it.
He did keep it, okay. And Walker goes forward for 2 to the 42. First time he's carried the ball. He's thrown it 3 times. He's 3 of 4, and then they've run it now 5 times, 4 with Brand. This is the first time with Walker.
Yeah, like you said, the Jet guy came across. He faked that handoff and then took it up the middle himself. Good job by the center of the defense.
2nd down and 8 from the 42-yard line. 3 receivers all come near right side. Play action. No, late handoff. Brand swarmed and stuffed. That interior of the Pella defense is playing well early, Randy. Up off the bottom of the pile for Pella is number 55, Mason Herder, senior.
They really are. They gave him 5 yards on the very first carry of the game, and since then they've pretty much stuffed the run game.
No gain that time for Brand. He's got 5 carries and 4 yards total. And now it's 3rd down and 8. Little Dutch with a stop here could get off the field. It would be a punt situation for DCG, you would expect.
I would think so at this point.
And Walker out of the pistol, 3 receivers, 2 left, 1 right, takes a snap, drops straight back, looks to throw, and he goes deep. He's got a man open behind the defense, coming over late. It's intercepted by Downs. The safety picks it off and ends the DCG drive at the 27-yard line.
Definitely playing center field out there for the Pella Dutch. Downs on that side, strong safety on that side of the field, and lined that one up the whole way. It looked like the receiver maybe had a step on the cornerback, but Downs came over from his safety position, made a very nice play on the ball, and got a few yards on the return.
And we have an officials timeout for an injured player, so we'll step aside as well. No score between Pella and Dallas Center Grimes. 2:35 remaining in the first quarter. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA-KRLS.com.
Kent, head to Heisen Carpentry in Pella. Finish that basement. Remodel your kitchen or bathroom. Build that new addition you've been dreaming about. Even new construction. At DeHeisen Carpentry, they can do it all. DeHeisen Carpentry is a Pella Windows certified contractor. DeHeisen Carpentry will work with you from start to finish.
Kitchen remodels can be exciting but also confusing. Not with Mike Blom at Cabinet Design and Wood Harbor Cabinetry. Rich and Carol Postema of Pella appreciated all the ways Mike made it easier.
Sometimes it's hard to picture what your project will look like. So Mike was kind enough to allow us to go to some of his other homes that kitchens he had remodeled. That was just so fun to see the finished product. So that was very helpful.
Cabinet Design of Pella with our written 100% satisfaction guarantee.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA-KRLS.com. DCG center Brennan Anderson, 6'5", 340, is able to walk off the field under his own power. We'll see if that affects the Mustangs here moving forward in this first quarter. A 0-0 game. Pella's got the ball, and the Little Dutch run a jet sweep to Logan Shetterly, that's Nolan Clayberg, pardon me, and a flag comes in at the end of the play as Clayberg was clipped down. A loss on the play of 5, and now let's check the penalty.
It's about got to be a hold, doesn't it? Came from the referee behind the line of scrimmage. That's hardly ever on the defense, unless it was a face mask or something.
And Pella's moving backwards. Boy, this has not been the start that Blaine Forsythe and the offensive coaching staff wanted to have.
And that's a spot foul, so that's going to be about a 14-yard penalty.
That is our first penalty of the game that's been accepted. Back to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 15 yards.
Yeah.
I guess the only saving grace is that the play doesn't count.
Right, still first down.
First and 25. This is the second time in 3 drives that Pella has put itself in a big hole early. And the Little Dutch keep it with Downs. Big running room for Aaron up the middle. He bounces in and off of his own man, and he's taken down at the 26-yard line for a gain of 13. Trying to check who that was that got in his way.
He's tackled by number 7, Dawson Lego.
I think that it was Braden Peterson who he played a little plinko with there at the 25-yard line. And as big and tough as Downs is, Peterson's even bigger, and that's just unfortunate for Pella. I think Downs could have had even more than the 13 he got. But back into a manageable 2nd and 12.
Right.
So far we have not seen any Ryan Mace. Low snap. Downs has a hard time picking it up. He'll take off and run with it, and he's taken down in the backfield for a loss of 1. Yep. 7 carries, 8 yards for Aaron Downs. 1:30 remaining in the first quarter. No score between the Dutch and the Mustangs.
His natural tendency is to take the ball down and run. When the snap was low and threw off the timing of the play, he just tried to get what he could on the ground. So 3rd and 13.
We have a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Knoxville 7, Fairfield 3, late first quarter. There is another game in Pella tonight, by the way. PCM and Newton are playing at Central College, as you heard on tonight's Football Friday Night feature presented by Simple Treasures. The Mustangs field won't be ready until later this season. Screen play for Clayberg, and he's got some running room momentarily. Breaks 1 tackle.
Ooh, that was close.
And he is very close to the first down, although the measurement from the far sideline will spot him down a yard short. A gain of 12 for Nolan Clayberg on his first varsity catch. But it's 4th down and 1 for Pella.
We're going to go for it.
And it looks like Riverboat J, searching for career win number 200, might be going for it early here tonight.
Searching for momentum. We really haven't had much yet so far. I mean, the defense has played well, but I would hesitate to say we've ever had any momentum tonight.
4th down and 1 for Pella. Downs with Baker in motion. Baker shuffles. Downs running left. First down. and more. Spins past the 40, out to the 45, all the way to the 46-yard line for a gain of 9. Let's move the chain.
Student body left there. That was now we're going to have a penalty after the play. Somebody used the wrong language. I'm not sure which team this is going to be on. They were barking at each other.
There is 1 second left on the first quarter clock. It's Pella 0 and Dallas Center Grimes 0. Let's sort out the penalty. It is a first down either way.
7 yards.
The gain was for 9. The penalty will be a post-play foul, so even if it was on Pella, which we don't expect because of their reaction, even if it's on Pella, it would be a first down. They just march it backwards.
DCG is moving our way.
That is a personal foul penalty on DCG, which is a 15-yard mark-off for the first time tonight. Pella will be in Mustang territory, but we'll have to wait until the start of the second quarter before they get to run a play. It's no score. It still shows 1 second, but they'll, I believe, wind the clock. And there it is, and the quarter will end. We go to the second quarter. Pella nothing, DCG nothing. Live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA-KRLS.com.
Find huge instant rebates on Firestone tires for your car, truck, SUV, or minivan right now at Midtown Tire. Receive $50 off all Firestone tires. This is Zach from Midtown Tire. Come on into Midtown Tire right now for huge instant rebates off Firestone tires. Receive $50 off all Firestone tires. Rebates are instant and taken off the price of the tires at the time of purchase. No hassle, no waiting. Rebates made simple at Midtown Tire in Pella.
A beautiful brick walk featuring a winding canal, a working drawbridge, and Dutch architecture providing a classic old-world atmosphere, all right in the heart of downtown Pella. Welcome to the Molengracht. The Molengracht is home to some of Pella's finest lodging at the Royal Amsterdam Hotel, dining with Liberty Street Kitchen and Oriental Express, Beautiful You Salon, Pella Nail Salon, the Pella Window and Door Showroom, and many service businesses. You can even take in a movie at Pella Cinemas. Good luck to our local sports teams from the Molengracht in Pella.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on KNIA-KRLS.com on the KRLS2 stream. Trevor Castle and Randy Sikkema. If you're listening in at home and you have access to YouTube, maybe on your smart TV, you can find tonight's game on YouTube. All of the games this year will be live streamed on YouTube with our audio, so you get the video and you get the audio, you get the whole shooting match. Got to do a little searching around, but look for the Pella video stream and our broadcast on YouTube. Ryan Mace, first throw, going for downs on a home run shot near sideline. First play of the second quarter, incomplete.
That was exciting. And then once again, the cornerback had inside position and the ball was thrown on the inside, so Downs was trying to get over and get inside the defensive back and couldn't get there. They're not going to call that pass interference because he really didn't have a chance. But
the ball moved to the 39-yard line after that penalty on the final play of the first quarter by Dallas Center Grimes. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Aaron Downs on a 4th and 1 ran for 9, and it turned into a 24-yard play because of the penalty. And so now on the second play of the second quarter in a scoreless game, Pella has it at the 39, and it's Downs running left behind some blockers, trying to bounce it outside, breaks one tackle, now a second. He's down near the 30-yard line. They'll mark him at the 33, and that is a gain of 6. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella.
Interesting use of the second quarterback, if you will, coming out of the quarter break with put the Ryan Mason at quarterback to throw to Downs down the sidelines. Interesting play call there.
We have a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. It is 13-0. Norwalk leads Indianola on 94.3 KNIA.
Where is that?
That game is in Indianola.
Okay.
3rd down and 4 for Pella from the 33-yard line. Left to right in green and white. Downs takes a snap, fakes it to Clayberg, runs right, dives to the 30. He's short of the first down by a yard, but Pella will go for it on 4th and 1 from the 30. This is a drive that started back at their own 28-yard line, so Pella has moved 42 yards thus far, and they've burned about 4 minutes off the clock. They now have a 4th and 1 from the DCG 30-yard line. Ball straight away, middle of the field, left to right.
Yeah, really big play here. Obviously, to keep what little momentum we've got building up here, get this first down and get it towards the end zone.
Downs will send Shetterly and Warner left. He's got Clayberg to his left, Baker, the wingman, right. Comes in motion to the left side, now shuffles back right, and Downs runs straight up the middle. There was a linebacker shooting through, tried to take Downs low. Aaron sidesteps him. He gets inside the 25 to the 23 for a first down. I don't think a lot of teams are going to be able to stop Aaron Downs and Pella on 4th and 1, Randy.
No, not especially with our big offensive line and experienced offensive line. I mean, those guys, I know that one kid for DCG was 6'5", 340.
Yeah.
We don't have that, but we have 5 really strong, big young men there in our offensive line, and they just moved the pile forward.
10:05 remaining here in the second quarter. Pella and DCG 0-0. First and 10, Pella from the 22-yard line. 11 carries, 34 yards for Downs. Now a pass caught by Shetterly inside the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone down to the 19. Short pitch and catch for a gain of 4.
And that was Mace. Mace threw that one.
Good catch.
That was by number 3.
So 5 yards on that one.
Second down and 6 coming up for Pella from the 19-yard line. Again, they are into the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Pella trying to break a scoreless tie in this top 10 showdown here in week 1 in Pella.
Double tight ends.
Mace remains in at quarterback. Low snap. He'll take off and run it on the option fake to Clayberg. And Mace doing a nice job dragging a couple of defenders down to the 13-yard line. Very close to another Pella first down.
Should have it, shouldn't he?
And they'll move the chains. Gain of 6. First down, Mace and the Dutch.
Tackled by Morris.
First down and 10 from the 13-yard line for Pella.
Pella, first and 10.
Yeah, that was a double tight end set. Only one wide receiver on each side. Nice job by Mace running that behind the line there.
Warner left, Shetterly right. Mace out of the gun. Clayberg to his right, wants to throw. Fires towards Shetterly. Back corner of the end zone.
Got it.
Logan hauls it in. Is he in bounds? Yes! Touchdown, Pella! Ryan Mace, 13 yards to Logan Shetterly.
What a beautiful throw and a beautiful catch. Holy cow. Perfectly thrown ball. Only place to go to that Shetterly could catch it and tip the toe in there just before he went out of bounds. Great catch by Shetterly.
So Pella strikes first, and we say congratulations to Judy Klein of Harvey. Judy, you've won 50 cents on your Hy-Vee Fuel Saver card. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee. Sign up for your chance to win during next week's Little Dutch game in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio Touchdown Challenge. Extra point up, extra point is good. Booted through for a 7-0 Pella lead. We'll be back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth right after this on KNIA, KRLS.com.
If you're in the market to sell your home, are you really going to pay a 6% commission? When you join so many others that have already sold their home with Pella Real Estate Services and our discounted commission plan, there is a potential savings of thousands of dollars. In fact, our sellers have saved an average of $3,500 since the start of 2018 compared to a 6% commission. Ask any of our agents about the Prez Listing Advantage and let us sell your home by calling 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing my cowbell. Got to support the team.
You know, you don't need to paint your face or bang a cowbell to show school spirit.
But it's fun.
It may be fun, but Marion County Bank's report card is an easier way to support your school.
The report card?
Yeah, every purchase I make with my Marion County Bank debit card earns money for the local school of my choice. It's free to enroll. Just sign up on their website at marioncountybank.com and cha-ching, that's school spirit.
Marion County Bank, home of the report card. Member FDIC.
And we welcome you back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA, KRLS.com. Randy, I'll let you tell what happened on the kickoff.
Well, some would call that a pooch kick, but I think it was intended to be that way. I mean, it was longer than what you determine as a pooch kick. It landed on about the 17-yard line and made out of balata for those that played golf 25 years ago. It bit and bounced backwards, and so the DCG guy did everything he could to even get the ball, and Pella was right there for the tackle for no return.
And Jay McKinstry said expect a lot of that this year. He doesn't want low-line drive kicks that are caught at the 10 and give the opponent a lot of time to run, so they're just going to kick it short. They don't have the big, deep leg to try to drive the ball into the end zone most of the time.
Well, that worked very well that time. We hopped off sides on this play.
5-yard penalty on Pella. By the way, that last drive, Randy, a 72-yard march that took 5:36 off the clock.
That's impressive. And one first thing I noticed when I write down on my score sheet here, my stat sheet, I put the touchdown down. Usually when it's a pass play, I don't have to worry about putting the quarterback's name down.
Right.
This year I got to write the quarterback and the receiver. Fumble.
And the ball is picked up by the quarterback, Walker. He looks to throw, although that probably would have turned into a disaster. He cuts his losses and goes down back at the 13-yard line. So very near.
9-yard loss.
Ooh. Yeah, so they went from 1st and 5, now back to 2nd and 14.
The snap wasn't what the fumble. He got the snap and then turned to hand it off and dropped the ball and then tried to make something out of it but couldn't.
We do have a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Pleasantville 24, Linville Sully 8 at the half. Quick little bubble screen. Catch and run for DCG, far side of the field. Finally forced out of bounds at the 22. Have to try to catch a number on that one.
80-something. My eyes are bad, sorry.
Boy. That was way on the far side of the field.
I think it was
Boley.
I think it was Boley.
85. That's what we're going to go with, Randy. Gain of 8. And that's what the men next door to us in the PA booth say as well. It is 7-0 Pella on a Ryan Mace 13-yard toss to Logan Shetterly. 8:04 remaining in the second quarter. And now DCG 0 of 2 on third downs. Ready to go for it here. And a little flip on the jet. And first down yard. And ball's on the ground. And it's recovered by Pella. Another turnover forced by the Dutch defense. It's recovered by Ryan Mace. And Pella will start in DCG territory at the 33.
One of my afflictions is that I'm a Bears fan. But Peanut Tillman invented that play. The first defensive back hit him, and the second one punched the ball out while he was stood up, worked perfectly, and Pella fell on the ball. Great job defense.
8:04 remaining in the first half. Pella will have it at the 33-yard line going in, already leading 7-0.
What'd you get for a gain on that play?
That would have been a gain.
About 8.
I think more than that. Mace to throw. Deep shot. Overthrown. Dangerous pass. Looking over the seam for Shetterly, and it's too tall. Incomplete.
Yeah, they were on about the... Yeah, I think they were around the 26 or 7, weren't they?
We're going to give him 12.
Okay.
It was Garrett Morris on the run, the wide receiver running in on the jet who fumbled. We'll call it 12. I think it was from the 21 to the 33.
All right, I'm good with it.
Second down coming up. Mace remains in at quarterback for Pella and wants to throw again. Looks left, nobody open. Throws near side right, down to the ground.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Yes, no clue who's there. Just a ton of bodies in between. It's Aaron Downs with the catch. Very minimal yardage for Pella. He gets 3 to the 30.
Yeah, it was completely covered up by the bench there. We couldn't see any of it, but they did give him the catch, so 3rd and 7 from the 30.
You're listening to Pella High Football, powered by Bank Iowa on the KRLS 2 stream at KNIA-KRLS.com. 3rd down and 7 for Pella. Mace to throw. Pressure coming on a blitz. Rolls out far side left. Fires deep. He's got Shetterly in the end zone one-on-one, and he overthrows it out of the back of the end zone. Incomplete. 4th down.
Shetterly had the inside position on the D-back, and very hard play to throw there for Mace. He's running against his body out to the left. Little anxious too, I think, and overthrew it a little bit.
So 4th down and 7 for Pella. I think the reason that you're okay throwing it deep there is you know you're going to go for it on 4th down.
They can't kick the field goal. Punt only gains them 10 yards, so you might as well go for it. Well, they are shifting units.
Well, I guess
maybe
their defense has been playing so well here in the early going.
Maybe they're going to fake the punt?
Well, here's the deal. Ryan Mace is the punter and the quarterback. So this is one of those weapon deals where what does DCG expect? Is he going to pooch punt it, or are you going to go for it? And he will pooch punt it. It lands at the 5, rolls into the end zone, and it will be a net 10-yard punt out to the 20.
You can't tackle the punter, can you?
Well, I think what the rule there is going to be is that, he's... I don't know the official rule, but I think the ruling is that, you don't know if is he a runner or is he a punter there? And
he took 2 steps, and Jay clearly right away pointed to the ref and asked the same thing. No harm. I mean, he didn't get hurt, but he did plain tackle him after the kick.
Dallas Center Grimes to start at the 20-yard line. 7:34 remaining in the second quarter. Pella 7, Dallas Center Grimes 0. On a PellaMotors.com instant radio update, it's Norwalk 13, Indianola 0 at halftime. And here's a handoff and a whistle before the play. That's almost certainly then a false start on DCG, which will make it 1st and 15, and it is.
So I have 2 penalties for each team, 15 and 5 for each team.
20 total, you got it. So that's the second game to halftime on our KRLS radio scoreboard. Pleasantville 24-8 over Linville-Sully at the half. Norwalk 13-zip over Indianola at the half. And late second quarter, PC 16, Oskaloosa 13. A turnover leads to a short Eagle touchdown.
Good job, Pella Christian.
1st and 15, and now motion the other way. I think this is going to be Pella giving DCG the 5 yards right back.
I don't know. It was like the center was the only one that moved.
Or did we get a timeout? We did. Timeout, Mustangs. 7-0 Pella, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 7:32 to go, second quarter.
Majors from pre-services like mobile banking, debit card, bill pay, and identity theft protection.
Introducing Freebird Personal and Business Checking from Bank Iowa. Contact Bank Iowa for all the details by visiting your local Bank Iowa or online at bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC.
The horn on the car goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the car goes beep, beep, beep at Central Tire and Auto.
You probably don't need your horn fixed, but if you do, Central Tire and Auto can help with your horn and almost any other issue you have. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change, and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart in Pella. Everybody now.
Central Tire and Auto.
Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA-KRLS.com. 2nd and 20 out of a timeout. DCG goes to the ground. Nice piece of running to break a couple of tackles, and it takes 3 green-shirted Pella defenders to bring Zach Brand down at the 19-yard line after a gain of 9.
That was an impressive second effort because we had him stood up and looked like tackled behind the line of scrimmage, but he broke through it and ended up getting 9, so 2nd and 11 here, a little more respectable for them.
Before we went to break, DCG was charged with the penalty and then the timeout, so I think that's one of those coaching moments for the Mustangs. Hey, we got to clean this up. 2nd and 11, wide open receiver at the 20-yard line, running room at the 30, and out to the 35, out to the 38-yard line. That's Cody Hall with a catch and run of 19 yards. He just got loose in the Pella secondary.
Yeah, that's their second 19-yard pass play tonight.
We do have a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. PCM 15-0 over Newton in the second quarter, and Oski has reclaimed the lead 19-16 over PC at the half. Here's a little bit of that hurry-up that the new clock rule allows, but the Mustangs can't take advantage. Brand dropped for no gain at the 38-yard line.
Yeah, someone blew an assignment on that last 19-yard play because that receiver was all alone out there in the flat.
New rule this year that the play clock starts immediately after the play is over, and it allows for a more fast-paced hurry-up offense if the offense wants to do so. DCG did there. It's now 2nd down and 10. High snap, toss out to the far side for Brand. It works in DCG's favor. Ton of running room into Pella territory and all the way down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 18 yards. Zach Brand's longest run of the game. He's got 8 carries for 30, and the ball is at the 46-yard line. Pella 7, DCG nothing. Halfway through the second quarter, and the Mustangs going quick again.
And we might think about calling a time.
Oh, snap goes way over the head of the quarterback, and it's fallen on back at the 36-yard line. Holy cow, that is a huge loss.
18 yards?
Of 18 yards, yes.
And unfortunately, Brand gets that because he fell on the ball.
So a third DCG fumble. They've only lost one of them. They have turned it over twice.
That's maybe the negative side to the hurry-up offense. The center maybe a little out of breath there and snapped it over the quarterback's head, well over the quarterback's head.
Well, and I believe they have a new center in. Remember their other.
Is that what happened at the timeout?
Brennan Anderson.
Oh, that's true.
He was the one that went out hurt.
Yeah, you're
we'll
right.
Have to check the number, but I don't believe he's out there. And a toss. Pella swarms and stuffs Brand in the backfield for a loss of 4 yards all the way back to the 32. It will be 3rd and forever for DCG.
14, 24, 29, 32.
It's going going to be a Strawver Cellular game reset. It's 7-0 Pella, 5:02 and counting in the second quarter, and third and forever for DCG at their own 32-yard line. That's a Strawver Cellular game reset.
Whoa.
And now some motion up front. DCG took off early. The center didn't snap it. That'll cost them 5 more. Strawver Cellular is your locally owned authorized agent for U.S. Cellular and Dish Network in downtown Pella.
3rd and 38. Which play do you call for that?
Well, they need the 36, so if you've got a Christmas miracle still left over from last December, that's the play that I'm trying to dial up. Ball is at their own 27, and they need the Pella 36-yard line. 4:44 remaining in the second quarter, 7-0 Pella. There's the snap, and they'll keep it conservative. A handoff up the gut. Some running room from Brand around the far side. And he could have doubled that run and still got not enough for a first down. He's out across the 40 to the 42, give him 17. But that's one of those where Pella, almost conceding. You just don't want to give up the huge play.
Right. I would think they would punt from here. It'd be kind of foolish to.
DCG is 0 of 4 on third downs in this game. They may catch Pella off guard, and the Little Dutch have to call a timeout. Again, the new play clock rule, DCG's ready to go on offense and special teams, and Pella is not. This time it costs them a timeout as they'll talk it over. 7-0 Pella, 4:18 remaining in the second quarter. We're live inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIA-KRLS.com.
This is Dr. Brett the Vet here at Pella Pets Veterinary Clinic. It's time to talk preventative dental care for your best friend. There's nothing better than a welcoming smile and few things more important than fresh breath on a first date. A healthy mouth is important. Your buddy needs a healthy mouth too. Did you know that untreated dental disease can be life-threatening to your pet? Bad breath is the first sign of decay, and dental disease can develop into really bad problems for the heart, liver, and kidneys. Cleaning your pet's teeth is a simple process. Give us a call at Pella Pets and we'll talk about the details. Take it from a guy who knows. Fresh breath is always a winner.
If you're hankering for the country's best chicken or your favorite pizza, just give us a jingle at the Pella Pizza Ranch and we'll bring it right to your front door. Just call I think that's 628-8844, 628-8844 in Dutch. Or order up at pizzaranch.com. Delivery is available for lunch and dinner every day at the Pella Pizza Ranch. That's
whoa, that's good.
Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. High snap on the punt. Dallas center Grimes has to fall on it back at the 19-yard line. That is a loss of 23 yards on special teams, and DCG gives Pella the ball inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
I wonder if the young man that was injured is their long snapper, too.
Well, the snapping is not working well right now for DCG,
no,
I'll tell you that.
It is not. And Jay and staff and Dutch and crew are famous for scoring a touchdown at the end of the first half and then starting with the ball in the third quarter, so things are looking good right here.
4 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter, 7-0 Pella. First and 10 of the 19-yard line. Aaron Downs is working as the quarterback for the Dutch. Takes a snap, bobbles it, looks to run to the left, and there's 3 defenders there. He bounces out of a tackle and is awkwardly twisted down in the backfield at the 21-yard line for a loss of 2.
Yeah, there was no room there. No room in the end. DCG had all the angles covered on that one.
It'll be second down and a dozen now for Pella as Nolan Clayberg comes out of the game for the Dutch.
Yeah, I wonder if that's an empty backfield. No, it looks like Nick DeYoung in there maybe.
Downs in at quarterback, takes a snap, and running right. Gets a block. Downs off right side, and Aaron Downs is down to the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 9, and will set up third and short.
Dawson Lee at the running back spot right now. Going to give him 9 on that one.
9-yard gain. I've got 13 carries, 41 yards for the junior quarterback for Pella. And this is one of those spots we were talking about in our Midtown Tire Team radio pregame show, Randy. I think Pella's in 4-down territory here. It'd be a relatively short field goal, but we just don't have any confidence in any of those kickers yet.
Right. I agree with you.
Third down and 3 from the 12 inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. Downs, left side run, cuts it back towards the middle, has the first down. Pyle is fighting forward. He's down inside the 5, still moving all the way down to the 4-yard line for a gain of 8 and a first down.
Like a rugby play there for a little bit.
Fairfield 9, Knoxville 7 on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. They're in the second quarter at Kenlock Stadium in Knoxville.
So do you end up with 9 on that one?
Yeah, 9-yard gain down, 8 yards down to the 4.
Oh, I thought it was the 3. You're right.
Down to the 4-yard line, an 8-yard gain. First down and goal to go for Pella. Downs and Lee in the backfield. It'll be Aaron taking the snap with Lee to his right. 2 receivers right as well. Right side run, Downs, and he's hit, falls forward, and he falls short of the goal line at the 1 to bring up second and goal. 3-yard gain, second and goal, Pella. 2:09, clock churning here in quarter number 2. Pella 7, Dallas Center Grimes 0.
As you mentioned a few plays ago, the size of our offensive line and tight ends and down strength, it's going to be pretty hard for a high school team to stop him from 1 yard out.
And you know what's coming. There's absolutely no secret as to what's going to be dialed up here.
Yep, just follow the big boys through the hole.
Baker and Lee both in at running back. Downs behind them to their left, takes a snap, right side run, and Downs is in! Touchdown, Pella! Aaron Downs, a 1-yard plunge. He lost his helmet at the end of the play as well. And he comes running off with that helmet in his left hand, celebrating with his teammates as the Dutch take a 13-0 lead.
Well, they certainly capitalized on those bad snaps that DCG ran through there. The DCG got all the way down to about our 45-yard line or thereabouts,
yep.
And then went straight backwards about 5 plays in a row.
Extra point team is on for Pella, and it is Silas Vanderhoff. He made the first one. Another extra point attempt, plenty of leg, and it's up and good, and Pella has a 14-0 lead. Late second quarter, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Tulip City Agency has been in business for over 50 years, and we have made it a goal from the very start to exceed our clients' expectations. Our team is passionate about what we do, and we're here to help you with any and all of your insurance needs. To us, you're not just a number, you're a friend. This is Nate Gallagher from Tulip City Agency in Pella, and Tulip City is proud to help you insure every aspect of your life. Follow Tulip City Insurance Agency on Facebook, learn more about our services at tulipcity.com, or stop by our office on the square in downtown Pella.
Dingham & Concrete, where quality comes first. Quality is a characteristic of a high grade of excellence, and that's what you can expect from Dingham & Concrete. The highest quality work done right the first time.
This is Jeff Dingham with Dingham & Concrete, and I would love to help you plan your next concrete project, whether you're building a new home or creating a backyard paradise.
So when you're ready to start planning for your next project, for your home or your business, please call me, Jeff Dingham, at 641-621-1611. Dingham & Concrete, a fourth-generation family business where quality comes first.
Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on KNIAKRLS.com. Another pooch kick for Pella, successful. And DCG hops on it at around the 26-yard line. May remember in that state playoff game over at DCG 2 years ago, Randy, very similar type of a play. Early second half kind of turned that game around for Pella.
Absolutely. It was a little wet, a little raining, I think, at the time, and kicked it over by the sidelines, and the young man ran back in the middle of the field. We forced the fumble, got a quick touchdown, turned that game around.
Dallas Center Grimes trailing 14-0, 1 minute and 33 seconds remaining here in the second quarter, and DCG starts officially at the 26-yard line. They have fumbled it 4 times in this quarter and lost one of them. Nifty cutback run by Brand, and he's across the 30 to the 33 for a gain of 8.
He's a good runner, isn't he?
11 carries, 52 yards. And the answer to your question is yes, he is. And he's just a junior. He started his sophomore season at tailback for DCG. He was their leading rusher, only 397 yards, but just the confidence to keep running him out there as a sophomore for 142 carries.
And he's got powerful legs and good moves, too.
And a handoff again. This time Pella meets him in the backfield and drops him for a loss of a yard.
Somebody had his foot that time. He could go nowhere until the rest of the help came. Braden Peterson was the first one in there to get the foot.
It is halftime now at Kenlock Stadium on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Fairfield 9, Knoxville 7. And PCM a 15-7 lead over Newton, nearing the end of the first half. and Pella takes a timeout. We'll keep it here with 48 seconds remaining in the first half to talk about tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal. And it's something we've talked about throughout much of the game, and it's the two-quarterback system of Aaron Downs and Ryan Mace. We haven't even played a half of football yet, so maybe this is an unfair question, Randy, but how do you grade out what the Dutch have done with two signal callers?
Well, it started out slow. We got a first down on the first play series and then went backwards about 4 or 5 plays in a row, two possessions in a row, and then settled down and then got some yardage, and then the throwing of Mace has been really good here in the second quarter and got us the momentum, which allowed the O-line to get going again, and Downs running behind that then. So they're both working out well at this point. It just started a little slow.
Well, and if you looked at, you'd say Mace is probably the better thrower, Downs is probably the better rusher. Well, Mace has a touchdown toss and Downs has a touchdown run. They're both doing what they're supposed to do.
Right.
14-zip Pella, tonight's creative idea drawn up by Brand Appeal. When your team needs creative ideas, call the team at Brand Appeal, your creative agency for all of your print, web, or interactive needs. Out of a Pella timeout, Little Dutch trying to get the ball back with under a minute to go in the second quarter. It is 3rd down and 3 for Dallas center Grimes from the 32-yard line, right to left in white and red. Little Dutch have one more timeout. If DCG runs the ball and does not get the first down, I would suspect Pella would use it right away.
Right.
Play is blown back in. It's Walker out of the pistol with Brand behind him. Motion and a handoff. Brand swallowed up. First man in. Levi Rosa for a loss of 3. Timeout Pella, 48 seconds left.
Impressive. That was a great penetration by Levi Rosa. His buddies came in to help, but that was a nice job by Rosa.
I think we got a little home cooking on the clock there, Randy, because there was 48 seconds to start the play, and there's still 48 seconds on the clock.
Well, there was somebody was motioning on the track down here before that play. They were giving the 5-5 signal.
Okay.
Like there was supposed to be 55 seconds on the clock. That's the only thing I can think of. Because they were signaling at us, and I pointed to the next booth. It's like, hey, I don't have the clock, dude.
Score is 14-0 Pella, 48 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Little Dutch should have about 40 seconds when they get the ball back. Nice opportunity to work on that end of the first half. You know, you don't want to call it we don't even have 2 minutes, but just that quick offense here at the end of the half.
Well, and not only that, but if they snap the punt over the punter's head again.
Yeah, well, then it's 16-0.
We might get a touchdown right there, so.
4 DCG fumbles all in this quarter. Pella's recovered one of them. Mace got that. So Mace and Downs have been responsible for both touchdowns and both turnovers, as Downs has an interception. Much better snap, nearly blocked, and then the kicker gets run into by Rosa. So a flag comes out as Shetterly returns the kick. He doesn't know there's a flag. This is all for naught. And now
just don't get hurt.
Question is, I guess it's not even going to matter whether it's roughing or running into the kicker, because even 5 yards will give DCG a first down, it appears. And so the Mustangs will get a first down on a Pella penalty with 33 seconds left in the half. And now the official signal, it is a roughing the kicker penalty. 15 yards on Pella, first down DCG.
Yeah, that's too bad because it was almost a block. He almost got his hands on the ball, but not quite.
Well, Dutch defense will just have to hold again for this final 33 seconds.
Just a learning opportunity there. You go in there at an angle, so if you do miss the ball, you miss the body too.
Inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show, we'll go inside the numbers calculated by Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel, and we'll have the second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. It's 14-0 Little Dutch, 1st and 10 of the 45 for DCG. And motion and a handoff. That's Brand, who is working out of the wide receiver position, breaks a tackle and then falls backwards into Pella territory, leaping down to the 44-yard line for a gain of 9. We do need to give away another Hy-Vee Fuel Saver winner. Congratulations to Delmer Van Coten of Pella. You've won 50 cents thanks to that Aaron Downs touchdown. That's up to $10 in free gas. Folks, make sure you stop by the Pella Hy-Vee and register for your chance to win during next week's Little Dutch game in the Hy-Vee Fuel Saver Radio Touchdown Challenge.
Well, DCG just lost about 9 seconds off the clock there by not calling that timeout right away.
They took a lot of time to call that timeout. I think even more than that. The play clock, or the game clock, had 33 when the play started. I think it ended around 25, and now there's 10 before they finally call the timeout. And it's 14-0 Pella. DCG, I mean, it's got probably Hail Mary time here.
Yeah, I'd say they got 2 plays max left on 10 seconds. The first one would have to be relatively short. Now it looks like they're going to put 12 seconds back on the clock because it's 1:20. I imagine they mean 12 seconds. There they go.
14-0 Pella. Little Dutch, a Ryan Mace 13-yard toss to Logan Shetterly on a great drop into the bucket in the back corner of the end zone for 6, and then Aaron Downs around right end for the other Pella touchdown just a moment ago.
How about a pick 6 here? What do you think?
Oh, boy, that'd be pretty. I feel like this is going to be a deep ball, so if so, it would have to be a zigging and zagging pick 6 at the end of the half. Walker to throw. Chucks it up far sideline. Warner is there defensively, and we're going to get the pick, but not the 6. He falls down. Josh Warner, the INT, back at the 12.
What was he thinking? No, great play by Warner that time. Playing center field back there like he's supposed to, and came down with the pick. Imagine this is a kneel down, but Jay's surprised me before.
6 seconds left, and Pella has it at their own 12-yard line. I would be surprised if it was anything different. We have a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. 15-7 PCM over Newton at halftime. All of our games, at least all of the updates that we have, are halftime scores. We'll have the full KRLS radio scoreboard inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show that is coming up in 6 seconds of game action.
We started a little late. That's why we're behind.
Yeah. Victory formation here. We're also one of the late kicks. And onto the ground goes Downs with the knee. And we go to half with Pella leading 14-0. Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show is upon us. For tires, front end work, there no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWard and his crew next to Walmart and Pella at Central Tire and Auto.
When your home comfort system breaks down in the middle of a cold snap, you get to make the thrilling choice between braving the outside or suffering the inside. Make a different decision and avoid the problem altogether by calling Van Haften Plumbing and Heating to schedule a furnace inspection or get on the schedule for the fall rebate program, which starts September 2nd. If your furnace needs replaced, you can save up to $1,600. Look up Van Haften Plumbing and Heating online in your favorite search engine. And as always, you'll rest easy when you pick up the phone and hear
Van Haften.
Stop. Move away from the cookie jar.
For the love of Pete, would you stop following me around? What are you doing in my kitchen?
Honestly, I love Vanderploeg Bakery, but I can't be seen going in there. You know, the whole cops and donuts thing.
Well, they have so much more than just donuts, like these delicious cookies.
Are those mermaid cookies? Can I have one?
Help yourself. You would have anyway.
Nom nom nom. Me like cookies.
You're weird. Vanderploeg Bakery. Stop in and judge for yourself.
Hi, this is Tim Tegrotenhuis, owner of Culver's Restaurant here in Pella, inviting you in after the games are over every Friday night. I'm a huge high school football fan myself, and I know that after a long week of work, I'm always looking for a place to go after the games for some great food and a chance to relax. That's why Culver's is staying open late every Friday night until 11 o'clock. Enjoy a fresh, never frozen burger made how you want it, or one of our concrete mixers for a late night treat. We're locally owned and involved in your community. Culver's Restaurant in Pella, open until 11 o'clock every Friday night.
Pella School Board member Greg Gustafson is focused on the mission of maximizing life's opportunities for every child and feels they're doing a good job in that area.
If you look at the participation rates in our FFA programs, our band programs, our speech, vocal music, athletic programs, I think the Career Academy has been a real leading edge opportunity for our students as well as other students in the community.
To learn more about how the Pella Community School District is maximizing life's opportunities for every child, visit them online at pellaschools.org.
You and your golf car have been through a lot together, from some of your best rounds to some of your worst. Golf Cars of Iowa knows how close the two of you are. So when it's time to trade yours in for a new E-Z-GO golf car, they can assure you a great vehicle backed with great service. You can even customize one in your favorite team colors. Be the envy of the course with a new E-Z-GO golf car. Visit Golf Cars of Iowa in Pleasant Hill or at golfcarsofiowa.com.
Golf Cars of Iowa, so easy to go.
At Interiors by Val, we can help with almost anything in the interior of your home. Cabinets, countertops, backsplashes, lights and hanging lamps, plumbing fixtures, tile showers, flooring and window treatments. And through our partnership with Bruxford's, we can also help with new appliances, furniture, and bedding. Let Jessica Bremer or Kathy Douglas help you get started with your new project at Interiors by Val, on the square in Oskaloosa, partnered with Bruxford's Decorating Center.
And we welcome you inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show on KNIA-KRLS.com. Pella 14 and DCG nothing. Randy Sycamore, I think the story of this first half, the defense of Pella, the Little Ducks have dominated and then done just enough on offense for a 14-0 lead.
Yeah, DCG had 219 in their pass
Numbers calculated by Van Steve Meyer and Nickel will start first with Pella. Aaron Downs, 16 carries, 53 yards and a touchdown. Because of a couple of sacks, he was actually at 5 for -4. So his last 11 carries have gone for 57 yards. And again, that one touchdown. Mace, 1 carry, 6 yards. Nolan Flavor started the game at run back at 1 carry, no yards. Downs is 2 of 4 throwing for 18 yards. Mace is 3 of 6 throwing for 17 yards and a touchdown. Shettley, 3 grabs, 23 yards and a score. Flavor, 1 12-yard catch on a screen, and Downs a 3-yard grab. Dutcher, 2 of 6 on third downs, 2 of 2 on fourth down. They've been penalized 3 times for 35 yards. For Dallas Center Ryan, the bulk of their offense has been Zach Brand on the ground. He's got 14 carries, 58 yards, 1 for quarterback, 2 for -7, 3 to sack. Garrett Morris, 1 for 12. A big damper on their team statistics will be the 2 fumbles over the quarterback and punter's head. Those are team rushes for 41 yards. Then you look at Walker, the quarterback. He started out pretty well. 3 of his first 4 for 26 yards, but he's only 2 of 4 since with 2 interceptions, so he's 5 of 8 overall with 2 picks and 53 yards. Cody Hall, 2 grabs for 20, Isaac Boldy, 2 for 27, and Zach Brand, 1 for 6. DCG just hasn't been able to stay on the field. They're 0 of 5 on third downs and 0 of 1 on fourth downs, and they've turned it over twice. The scoring, all in the second quarter. Ryan Mace, 13 yards to Logan Shetterly. That capped a 72-yard drive that took 5:36 off the clock. And then Aaron Downs, a 1-yard run, capped a 19-yard drive after that punt snap over the punter's head. Pella started at the 19. Actually took them 3 minutes and 6 seconds to get it in, but they get the touchdown to PAT, and they lead 14-0. That's inside the numbers calculated by Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel. Save time and gain peace of mind when the professional CPAs at Van Manen, Seatstra, Meyer, and Nickel help you with your numbers. We're going to break, and we'll come back with our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service. But we'll let you listen in to the sounds of the Marching Dutch as we head to break here on KNIA-KRLS.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the Marching Dutch. Performing their 2019 program, The Art of Tango. Drum majors, Lynn Nickel, Colby Van Dorp, Joby Eekhoff, and Annika Boonstra. Is your band ready? Marching Dutch, you may enter the field.
Amanecen los cacos de basura, empiezan a salir los ciegos, el ministerio abre sus puertas, los amantes rendidos se miran y se tocan, una vez más, antes de oler.
Marching Dutch at Pella 14, DCG nothing at halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Dutch. Jason Pico, Damian Weiss, Dane Schott, and Rachel Burke. Drum makers are Lynn Nickel, Colby Van Court, Monica Boonstra, and Jovi Econ. This year's edition of the Marching Dutch includes 115 bands, 33 percussion, 22 color guard, and 4 drum makers. The Marching Dutch provide halftime shows for the Pella Dutch home football games and represent the school and community in numerous competitions throughout Iowa. The Marching Dutch wishes to thank everyone for their support as they begin another exciting marching band season. We hope you enjoyed the 2019 show, The Art of Tango. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together one more time for the Marching Dutch.
Depth and guys playing both ways, so try to get some extra guys in there. I know they've already got some guys that have been rotating in and out, but try to get as many rotating in there to get them breaks.
And DCG's got to find something offensively. First of all, I think we're already seeing 24 minutes or whatever we are into the season. That Pella's defense is going to be very, very good again. That's really been as good as Clayberg and Forsyth and Skirring and all these offensive stars we've had through the years. Defense has always been the calling card of the Dutch, and you can tell that they're going to be very good again defensively this year. And for DCG, I'm just not sure what the answer is. I mean, Brand has been okay at the running back position when you look at his numbers.
Right.
58 yards on 14 carries, but they're just not able to sustain anything. And when they go to the air, Pella's just sitting back there playing center field, and they've got 2 interceptions. So I'm not sure what the answer is for DCG against this Dutch defense.
And I don't know if that mountain of a young man that left because of injury made that much difference, but they did have a few positive plays when he was in there, but after the second string center went in, they had a lot of bad snaps and not a lot of positive yardage plays.
Those are our second half adjustments presented by DeYoung Door Service in Pella. One of the quickest ways to adjust the look of your home is with a new garage door from the gurus of garage doors at DeYoung Door Service in Pella. 14-0 is the score. Pella over Dallas Center Grimes inside of the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show. We'll go over the radio scoreboard when we come back here on KNIA, KRLS.com.
Most of us haven't been through a kitchen remodel, so it can be kind of intimidating. But now with Mike Blom at Cabinet Design and Wood Harbor Cabinetry, Rich and Carol Postema appreciated Mike's patience and attention to detail.
This whole kitchen remodel was quite a learning curve for us, but Cabinet Design had so many styles of all their hardware to use on your cabinetry. He gave us advice of what would fit the traditional look of our cabinetry.
Cabinet Design of Pella with our written 100% satisfaction guarantee.
The Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa is your home for chef-inspired cuisine. This is Chef Michael Glessner, and the new Wood Iron Grill in Oskaloosa is the place to go for your next unique dining experience. Our breathtaking location captures the spirit of our community through exceptional cuisine, a warm atmosphere, and panoramic views of emerald fairways and rolling greenery along the Oskaloosa Public Golf Course. We are the Wood Iron Grill, making memories one plate at a time.
This is Reed. We have been here helping families get their perfect memorial for over 150 years. This is Wyatt. We know monuments. We are the monument experts. We don't plan funerals and we don't sell caskets. We are craftsmen with a full-service shop and artist on staff to create your personalized, custom monument to last.
I'm Lee. We have a standard here at McCall Monument. In all our years in business, we have never called on a grieving family. When you're ready, when it's time, call McCall Monument.
When memories become treasure, McCall Monument.
Providers at Pella Regional's family of medical clinics in Pella, Knoxville, and Bessie are dedicated to helping when you're sick and keeping you well. We provide personalized counseling on maintaining a healthy lifestyle, managing chronic diseases such as diabetes and hypertension, and coordinating care provided by other specialists. Experts at Pella Regional's family of medical clinics in Pella, Knoxville, and Bessie can help when you're sick and keep you well. Schedule an appointment today by going to pellahealth.org/request an appointment.
As last-minute vacations are taken and summer activities start winding down, we are reminded that the start of another school year is here. Pella Cooperative Electric would like to urge everyone to use extreme caution as school buses hit the road and children are on the streets and in crosswalks. Obey local laws, slow down, be attentive, and most importantly, don't text while driving. Looking out for you, we are Pella Cooperative Electric.
Shine as one.
Back inside of our Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show, live on KNIA-KRLS.com. Trevor Castle and Randy Sikkema are with you as the Little Dutch lead 14-0 over Dallas Center Grimes, getting ready for second half action. Before we do that, let's take a look at the KRLS radio scoreboard in our Big Six games. Our score, Pella 14, Dallas Center Grimes 0. Pella Christian has just gone ahead 22-19 over Oskaloosa midway through the third. Dan jungling to Jace Amos on a 4th and goal touchdown toss to give the Eagles a 3-point lead in a seesaw affair at Oskaloosa. Just across town here at Central College at the half, PCM 15, Newton 7. At halftime at Kenlock Stadium across the river, it's Fairfield 9, Knoxville 7. They're in the third quarter. Norwalk leads Indianola 20-3. And our last check at halftime, Pleasantville 24, Linville Sully 8. Our other Marion County games of note, the two 8-man teams, one good, one bad. At the half, it's Moravia over Twin Cedars 31-6, and it's Melcher Dallas over SMU 42-6. And that is the KRLS radio scoreboard. Randy Sikkema, Pella Christian, and Oski played a really good one to start the season last year, and it was kind of a sign of things to come for two teams that both won district championships. Oski upending Pella the first time in a decade that the Little Dutch didn't win a district title. And for PC, it was a big early season win over a really good Oskaloosa team. Again, Oski into the playoffs. PC springboarded into the Unidome for the second straight year off of that one. So be fun to see how that one finishes up over the final 18 minutes.
It's been a back and forth game over there in Oskaloosa. Both teams pulling back and forth ahead of each other. Last team with the ball last wins, right?
Well, and the interesting thing there, we talked about the kicking game for Pella. Oskaloosa's kicker, Blom, who's going to Iowa, not playing tonight. He got involved in a little bit of a skirmish at the end of their last game and was ejected for conduct reasons from that game.
That carries over to the next year?
Yeah, and he's a really good defensive player. He's going to Iowa to kick. So if that's down to a field goal, extra point type of situation for Oski, you wonder what might happen there. And it's a weird score. It's 22-19. I mean, so that's kind of thrown it off from the beginning. PC going for 2 because Oski went, one of those kind of games that's probably going to end up with a really weird score. Our score, though, I mean, it's really about as static as you get. 14-zip Pella. 2 touchdowns for the good guys, and the defense has ruled the day, and 12 minutes are on the clock, and the Little Dutch are going to start quarter number 3 with the ball here in just a moment. That'll put the Central Tire and Auto Radio halftime show in the books. For tires, front end work, there are no appointment oil change and full mechanical work on your vehicle. Stop and see Sean DeWart, SD Dub, and the crew next to Walmart and Pella at Central Tire and Auto. 14-0 Little Dutch. Pleasantville has now taken a 38-8 lead over Linville Sully. It looks like Mac Jorth's second year is going to get started in the right foot for the Trojans of Pleasantville as they lead by 30.
That's a good score for them.
Well, the big question mark about Pleasantville has been their offense. I mean, it really was non-existent last year. They struggled to score. And I don't think Linville Sully is very good, but to put 38 on the board against anybody, you're doing something right.
Right, exactly.
And that's into the fourth quarter on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. All right, ball's in the air. Second half underway. Short kick. Coming up to make the grab at the 20-yard line, far side of the field to the 30. I believe that's Dawson Lee.
I think so.
Out to the 30-yard line, and Pella will start 1st and 10 from there. As the clock reads 11:54, third quarter. Trevor Castle, Randy Sycamore with you live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
We didn't exactly score on our last drive of the first half, but it was with, about 2 minutes left in the first half, 1.5 minutes left in the first half when we scored. Now we get the ball first, see if we can drive this down and get the 3-touchdown score.
Another 70 yards from pay dirt here, or pay turf here. 1st and 10 at the 30. Left to right in green and white for Pella, and it's Downs handing it off to Nolan Clayberg, running straight ahead out to the 33-yard line for a gain of 3.
First time he's actually ran one of those. I mean, he had a no-yard carry in the first half, but that was like an outside sweep play.
I wonder if that wasn't one where it's, hey, we're just going to hand it off to Nolan here and let the sophomore kind of get a little traction.
Right, now that the O-line's established in there and knows where they're blocking and so forth, they're very big and talented, so I'd run behind them myself too.
2nd down and 7 for Pella from the 33. They lead 14-0 early third quarter. And Downs takes a snap, fakes it to Clayberg on the read option, breaks one tackle, bounces off of another, heading towards the near sideline. He's got the first down, hanging on to the ball as he's got a defender trying to rip it out from behind. The pile drug all the way out to the 46-yard line, and it's a gain of 13 for Aaron Downs.
Wow, how many second efforts was on that thing right there? That was
You're going to run out of fingers if you tried to count.
Great effort by Aaron Downs.
And Trenton Leby, the senior defensive back, I mean, he was piggybacking Aaron Downs, just trying to rip it out from behind, and Aaron didn't let go.
No, strong young man.
22-7 PCM on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update, third quarter against Newton. The Battle of Jasper County being contested tonight here in Pella.
I-14.
It's 1st down and 10 for the Little Dutch at the 46-yard line in a 14-0 game in favor of the good guys. Down student body left, breaks one tackle, gets up near midfield, taken down right there for a gain of 4.
Downs keeps the ball.
18 carries, 70 yards for the junior quarterback from Pella.
That was by Nick.
Also keep the clock running. Not that really matters yet. There's a lot of ball game left, but
you just get the feeling that this is a winning formula for Pella, just to grind it out, Downs offense and a defense that is just going to suffocate a lot of teams.
Right.
I suspect we're going to see a lot of games like this year, Randy.
I think you're right.
2nd down and 6 from the 50. Mason at quarterback zips it deep. There's a little bit of contact there at the 30-yard line as Joe Jansen was the intended receiver. No flag, incomplete. 3rd down.
There was a lot of contact, you're right. I think it was mutual pushing each other off, but so the referee must have felt the same way.
And Joe Jansen, the junior, he's also got a last name that brings some expectations with it.
He's got a brother that played a few downs for Pella High.
Big brother Garrett. And Mace to throw again on 3rd down. Nobody open, rolls out right, steps up in the pocket, under duress, and sacked.
Good coverage by DCG. There was nowhere to go. They had 5 D-backs and we had 4 receivers, and they were all covered.
That is a loss of 7 on the play as Mace goes down, the 3rd DCG sack of the evening. And 4th down punt time for Pella with 9:43 remaining in the third quarter. Pella has a 14-0 lead.
Well, I didn't get my wish as far as a touchdown on that opening drive, but we did burn some clock and see if we can get a punt down there deep and make them go the length of the field.
Mace standing at his own 33-yard line to kick it away. And it is a high, wobbling, spiraling kick that lands at the 25 and then takes a nice Pella bounce down to the 15-yard line.
Mace is not very deep behind the line of scrimmage. He's only about 8 yards behind the center. He needs to, I think we might need to work on that this week.
Well, that's where they want him, is they want him in that kind of position because
in case he wants to throw.
I don't know that he's got the green light, but it certainly is in the playbook that there would be some fake type of situations there.
I understand that, but that was almost blocked.
Interestingly, they've done that a lot. Vance Skirring was a punter, running back. Blaine Forsyth, punter, quarterback.
Right.
Noah Clayberg. The one of those guys, the only one that never faked it was Noah. He just never felt comfortable enough to. Now, they didn't punt a whole lot in his career either. And here's a run for DCG to start this first drive of the third quarter from the 15-yard line. There's nothing there up the gut. Most of Brand's runs have been just straight down Broadway, Randy, right between the two guards. And Pella's been there most times. He's got some pretty decent yardage, 15 for 58. But that interior of the Dutch defensive line stands tall there.
Yeah, we got pretty much the same guys on both sides of the ball. We got a lot of big bodies out there this year. I'm feeling good about both lines.
And again, that's Cody Heisman, Braden Peterson, and Levi Rosa, the starting defensive line unit for Pella, and then the linebackers have been critical as well. Play action fake and a throw from Walker. He hits his man, Cody Hall, and he spins across the 25 out to the 27 for a gain of 12.
Nice play there by DCG. Kind of a fake handoff and drew the defense into the middle and then rolled out to the right.
Those linebackers for Pella, the starters are Ethan Bogarts, Grant Nelson, Josh Miller, and Nolan Clayberg. And when the guys up front are playing well, that leaves some opportunities for the linebackers to make plenty of plays. 14-0 Pella, third quarter action. Handoff to the running back for
I think that
no
was
gain. Brand up to the original line of scrimmage. Nolan Clayberg is dinged up at the bottom of the pile, and we'll have a whistle and an official's timeout. That was Brand.
Hopefully
no
it's just
gain.
a cramp.
And he tries to stand up, and he just goes straight down. So the athletic training staff from Pella Regional Health Center will tend to Nolan Clayberg as we step aside inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. It's 14-0 Pella, 8:03 left, third quarter.
If you're looking to add, expand, or replace your current deck or rail system, stop into Lampert Lumber and check out our display with AZEK, TimberTech, and Trex decking, featuring composite, cable, and Westbury aluminum railing. Whether your project is big or small, at Lampert Lumber we provide free estimates, expert advice, and fast delivery. Give us a call at 628-9663 or stop in and see us at Lampert Lumber. Your project is our business.
One day. That's all it takes for most residential roofing jobs done by our crews at Hopkins Roofing. If you're putting off getting a new roof because you don't want a dumpster sitting in your driveway for a week and you're afraid it's going to take forever, then a Hopkins Roofing roof is right for you. On most residential jobs, we'll have the tear-off done in the morning and the new roof put on and cleaned up in the afternoon. Check out some of our work at hopkinsroofing.com and let us put together a quote for you. Hopkins Roofing. Roofing done for good.
If you're in the market to sell your home, are you really going to pay a 6% commission? When you join so many others that have already sold their home with Pella Real Estate Services and our discounted commission plan, there's a potential savings of thousands of dollars. In fact, our sellers have saved an average of $3,500 since the start of 2018 compared to a 6% commission. Ask any of our agents about the Prez Listing Advantage and let us sell your home by calling 628-1BUY for Pella Real Estate Services.
At Digital Galleria, we're happy to take the show on the road. Sure, we feel like we have the nicest photography studio in town, and we know that many of you enjoy the props and everything that we have set up inside, but we also love taking pictures outdoors, and sometimes it's a nice change of pace to get a different setting for your portraits. Whether it's just stepping outside our front door or meeting you at the lake, your house, or any other outdoor location. Digital Galleria, professional photography, indoors and outdoors, that's affordable, fast, and fun.
Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth as Nolan Clayberg is able to walk off under his own power. It's 14-0 Pella, and Dallas Center Grimes has a second down and 10 from the 27-yard line, moving from right to left in white and red. Walker to throw under pressure, and he's got an open receiver. It's caught! Downs over at the last moment. It's Brand, the running back, way down the field at the 35-yard line for a gain of 38 yards.
Yeah, that was it. He came out of the backfield in motion out to the left side, and I don't know if nobody on the defense picked him up or if there was another receiver on the corner over here, and it was 2-on-1 because he was wide open. Downs came over, almost picked it off, at least tackled him, but he was open.
This is the deepest penetration for DCG so far tonight. They've got it at the Pella 35-yard line. And it's first down and 10, down 14-0, bobbled snap. Walker is under some pressure from Grant Nelson, and he finally goes down, back at the 48-yard line. Nelson forced him out of the pocket, and Levi Rosa cleaned it up.
Great job by Nelson, forcing that play out of the pocket. Looked like the quarterback could have at least thrown it out of bounds while he was scrambling over there. But maybe he thought he could outrun him, but he obviously couldn't.
That is an 11-yard loss. And the first Dutch sack of the game. And now second down and long for DCG. 6:55 remaining, nearing the halfway mark of the third quarter. Walker to throw again, setting up a screen to Brand, and the Dutch read it and bury it in the backfield at the 49-yard line.
Wow, did they ever read that? That was pressure by Cody Heisman coming free on that screen, but everybody else stayed back, and -3 on the play.
Let's give you a game, Stravers Cellular game reset. 6:30 on the clock. It is now third down and 24 for Dallas Center Grimes at the Pella 49-yard line. Pella 14, Dallas Center Grimes nothing. That's a Stravers Cellular game reset.
The last time they got down there about the 35 or 37, they went backwards, so good sign.
So third down and long, as I said. 3 wide receivers, make that 4 wide receivers for DCG. And they'll go to the ground. Brand, nothing. He's spun down after a no-yard gain right at the line of scrimmage at the 49. It's fourth down, punt team coming on.
It's a pretty conservative call right there. I thought maybe they thought he could get 9 or 10 and get into a manageable fourth down, but clearly not.
We do have a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Norwalk 26, Indianola 3.
Norwalk a little staunchy this year maybe, huh?
Well, looks like one game into our maiden voyage of Indianola football, and the new 94.3 FM KNIA is going to go the way of their Warren County rivals. Beautiful high-hanging punt. Shetterly from the 11. Coming towards the near side of the field, 20, 25, 30. Logan still on his feet at the 33-yard line. Pyle will push from there, mostly sideways, out to the 34-yard line. And leading 14-0, the Little Dutch will start there with 5:11 remaining in the third quarter.
That was a nice return by Shetterly, pretty well blocked. The other return man blocked the first guy, and then Shetterly got the speed up there, and that was a pretty return.
Congratulations to Ruth Bartles of Pella. Ruth is our fan of the game, presented by Vanderplug Bakery, and Ruth has won a $15 gift card. If you'd like to be our fan of the game, stop by Vanderplug Bakery in downtown Pella to register, and then listen in to our next Pella High broadcast to see if you're our fan of the game, presented by Vanderplug Bakery. Pitch and catch of 7 yards from Mace to Shetterly, and Logan is slow to get up.
Yeah, the tackle grabbed both ankles and feet. Hopefully he didn't twist an ankle or something on that.
We've got another injury timeout on the field. It's 14-0 Pella, 2nd and 3 coming up. 4:59 remaining in the third quarter, live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Accidents come in all shapes and sizes, like those little door dings from that person who parks a 6-foot wide car into a tight 6'2" parking space on the square. The road rash your bumper gets from a high curb, a stray foul ball that happens to find your vehicle, or an unexpected encounter with a deer out for his evening stroll. This is Kyle Langstrat from Langstrat Auto Body. No matter how big or small those scratches or dents are, you can trust Langstrats to get it fixed and back on the road in no time. With a lifetime warranty and 100% satisfaction guaranteed on all repairs. Langstrat Auto Body, where you don't have to look for a quality repair.
Football season is back, and the Guru is once again this year going head-to-head with our pigskin prognosticators. Tune in to KNIA and KRLS every football Friday night as Kurt DeYoung and our experts pick the winners of our local high school football games as part of Pick'em, presented by DeYoung Door Service. Then tune in after the games during the scoreboard show to see how we did.
Hi, this is Kurt DeYoung. We're the gurus of garage doors, DeYoung Door Service in Pella.
The Hurry Up and Save sales event is going on right now at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella. You can save up to a whopping 20% off qualifying new Ford vehicles, or get 0% interest for up to 72 months. We have a great selection of qualifying new vehicles, but hurry in, because just like summer is rushing to a close, this offer is too. Only good until September 3rd. Take advantage of the Hurry Up and Save sales event at Ulrich Ford Lincoln in Pella. Taking care of you since 1935.
Logan Shetterly runs off the field, which is a really good thing to see after laying on the ground for about a minute and a half as we welcome you back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. It is Pella 14, Dallas Center Grimes nothing. Little Dutch have a 3rd down and 3 from the 41-yard line, left to right in their own territory, and Downs keeps it, or that's Mace keeping it rather on a read option, and Ryan out to the 45-yard line, gain of 4, move the chains.
Yeah, nice fake right there. Everybody thought the ball was going to the right side, but he kept it, went to the left, got the first down.
End of the third quarter on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update, still 22-9, Pella Christian over Oski. 22-19, thank you. 4th down play coming up for Oski in the red zone to start the 4th quarter.
Interesting.
So will they kick a field goal? Again, no Blom. Here's 1st and 10 Pella. Mace to throw. Comes near side. Catch is made by Josh Warner at midfield. Turns upfield and is clipped down at the 47-yard line for a gain of 7 yards.
That was not the easiest of catches. It was a hard thrown ball, a little bit away from his body, but Warner used his good hands to bring it in. 2nd and 3. Nice manageable play. Can do just about anything here.
2nd and 3.
It is Nick DeYoung this time in the backfield with Mace.
2 receivers go left. Warren Page is one of them. And there's a snap and a handoff to DeYoung around right side. He's got the 1st down and more. He's down to the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 4 for DeYoung, who had a really nice baseball season as he broke onto the varsity scene here at Pella High as really one of their better players this summer. And now he gets his first carry this season, and it's good for a gain of 4 and a 1st down.
Yeah, that was a good second effort, too, because somebody hit him behind the line of scrimmage. He still got the 4 yards.
Caleb Briggs is in the game at wide receiver, near side right for the Dutch, along with Jansen. And it's DeYoung getting the carry again, and he's spun down for no gain. He hit the hole. He tried to turn backwards. He got nailed there and stopped. And it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, he didn't have much room there. That was good penetration by the DCG defense.
And Oski does kick a field goal on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. A 34-yard field goal tied at 22, 1 second into the 4th quarter. That'll be a good finish over on KRLS. Mace drops the shotgun snap, takes off and looks to run with it. And he's got pretty decent yardage off to the far side of the field, inside the 40 and down to the 38 for a gain of 5 yards.
Very heads-up ad-lib that time by Mace.
3:12 left here in the 3rd quarter, 14-0 Pella. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Pella forced 3 first-half turnovers, and their 2 touchdowns were a Ryan Mace 13-yard toss to Logan Shetterly and an Aaron Downs 1-yard run. They led 14-zip at the half. They lead 14-0 now, 2:52 to go in the 3rd. In case you missed it, presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. 3rd and 5. It's Downs back in to take the snap and run for it. Man hits him in the backfield. He'll be drugged from behind by his jersey just back to the line of scrimmage, though, and it sets up 4th and 5.
Those of you that had 22-22 in the Pella Christian Oski game are winning a lot of money tonight.
Yeah, that square is going to pay off big time in that, the old 10-square deal you do during the Super Bowl.
Right.
Not a lot of game that ends, 2-2, and this isn't going to end 2-2.
No, it's not going to end that way, but you ought to get some money if you ever predicted 22-22.
So now Mace back into punt formation. He does drop a little further back, Randy. He's about 12 yards back behind center, standing at the 50. Takes the snap.
Nice.
Boots it away. Line drive kick lands at the 5 and unfortunately springs forward into and out of the back of the end zone with 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Pella High Football powered by Bank Iowa on KNIA-KRLS.com. Bank Iowa supports Pella High and Pella Christian Athletics by donating $20 to the Booster Club for every touchdown during every home game this season. Go Little Dutch from Bank Iowa. 14-0 Pella, 120 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter, and Dallas Center Grimes will take over at the 20-yard line, and they've got a 1st down and 10.
See if our defense can stand them up again.
Walker out of the pistol formation, Brand behind him, and he hands it off to Boley on the jet sweep around the right side. Pretty good running room. Breaks a couple of tackles. Biggest run of the night for DCG, and it's a gain of 20 for Boley. And there's an injured offensive lineman for DCG back at the 22.
Mace on the
As the infirmary is starting to get filled up here tonight in the second half.
Hopefully it's just a cramp for him.
20-yard gain and
He's pounding the ground.
first down from their own 40.
Yeah, I think he's
another
a
cramp. And another injury timeout will step aside. 1:52 remaining in the third quarter. 14-0 Pella live inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Above all, you want to create something you're proud of. At Precision Pulley & Idler, each employee receives countless hours of instruction. That's why Precision Pulley & Idler is not only proud, but understands the work our area students put in each year to make their own season a success. Precision Pulley & Idler encourages our area students to combine a strong work ethic and attitude to achieve their goals this season. Good luck to our area athletics and activities this fall from Precision Pulley & Idler. We keep it moving.
I'm Jay Van Workum, Agronomy Sales Manager at Two Rivers Cooperative. As a crop producer, you're faced with endless choices about fertilizer, seed, and crop protection products, soil sampling, crop scouting, and more. Count on our knowledgeable agronomy specialists to help you maximize a return on investment for your operation. Stop in and visit with me or any of our agronomy specialists at Two Rivers Cooperative in Pella, Otley, Monroe, and Tracy.
The home and field advantage. Two Rivers Co-op.
Hi, this is Russ with Bruxford's Decorating Center in Pella. When you shop with us, you'll work with a member of our sales staff to help you make the right buying decision. We'll deliver your items at a time that's convenient for you, and most are delivered for free. We also have our own dedicated service techs who will take care of you afterwards, because we always service what we sell. Good luck getting any of those services at a big box store. Bruxford's Decorating Center in downtown Pella and Oskaloosa.
Back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth, where Pella has a 14-0 lead over Dallas Center Grimes, and the Mustangs will have the ball first down and 10 after a 20-yard run. It was right guard Dylan Belzer who had to go off with a cramp, and now DCG on the run, nothing doing, no gain.
Yeah, they haven't ran that play very often. Straight quarterback keeper. There was no fake handoff, no misdirection or anything. Just quarterback keeper, and it wasn't very successful.
Well, they lost their center, Brennan Anderson, earlier. Still not sure if he re-entered the game. And now they lose their right guard, Belzer. So that's part of the reason that Pella's been having so much success in the middle of that defensive line, is because they're without their anchor, the 6'5", 340 Anderson. Second down and 10 from the 40. 14-zip Pella, third quarter action. Walker to throw. Pump fakes. Paul tip. Nearly intercepted. Almost picked off. It was Nick DeYoung who had his hand on it. Couldn't come away with it. Third down and 10.
One of the big boys up front batted the pass up in the air to allow Nick to have the chance, but good job by the defense all the way around there. Third and 10. Big play here to get the ball back.
DCG is 0 of 6 on third downs. And now it's third and 10. $1:30 to go on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Pleasantville 45, Linville Sully 14. Blitz coming from Pella. Walker's able to escape, rolls right, hit as he throws, and it's intercepted by Shetterly at midfield. The third Dutch interception of the game.
Great hands by Shetterly. Holy cow, that was a pretty pick.
So back to Pella at the 50, and late in the third quarter, the Little Dutch have an opportunity for a 3-score lead. They'll take over with 56 seconds remaining in the frame. End of the third quarter, Knoxville has taken a 10-9 lead on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Wyatt Darnell's 30-yard field goal gives Knoxville a 1-point advantage.
Wow, exciting game there.
We've got a bunch of exciting games here in the opening week of the 2019 high school football season.
No 50-0s tonight.
All big six games on the network and at KNIAKRLS.com. The only one that's really getting out of hand, well, that Pleasantville one.
Yeah,
and then
true.
Norwalk 26-3 over Indianola. Mace to throw, has an open receiver. That's caught by Grant Nelson at the 45-yard line. And he's down to the 44 for a gain of 6.
Good catch by the tight end there, Nelson. His first catch of the night. But that was good hands.
Brings up a second down and 4. Clock rolling with 37 seconds remaining. Here in the third quarter, it is 14-0 Pella.
Second and 4 from the 44.
Shetterly and
Warren Page, yep, going wide left.
Double tight ends.
Ryan Mace out of the gun, takes a snap and hands it off. Nothing there. I believe that's Dawson Lee. It is, and he lost 2 yards. And that will probably, will definitely take us to the end of the third quarter. As we go to the end of the third quarter, we remind you that BSN Sports is the official provider of KRLS staff apparel, and they remind coaches and fans they're in it for the heart of the game. BSN Sports removes the hassle related to purchasing uniforms, equipment, spirit wear, and anything you need so you can have more time to impact lives on the field or at home. Call Phil Hemming or Todd Timish at the BSN Pella sales office located inside of Windmill, Print, and Stitch. 14-0 Pella back in 30 seconds. Fourth quarter upon us inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Stop and think for a minute how important communication is in your business, whether it's between staff or with customers, phone, email, video conferencing, cloud collaboration. How and what you communicate is essential to your business operations. At Pella Technology, we'll help you find the most efficient way to communicate for maximum productivity, as well as keeping you up and running with the least amount of downtime. This is Mike Richards. We're the IT department for companies without an IT department, and we'll keep your business as productive and efficient as possible. Get in touch with us today by visiting PellaTechnology.com.
And we welcome you back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth where 12 minutes are on the fourth quarter clock. Little Dutch have a 14-0 lead. Trevor Castle, Randy Sickema with you. It's been it hasn't been a real exciting ball game, 14-0, but an impressive performance, especially by the Pella defense that's kept DCG from getting past the Pella 35 all game long.
Yep, very nice job by the defense tonight.
Third down here for Pella, 3rd and 6. Mace to throw, and it's tipped. And is it picked?
No, it bounced off the ground.
Okay, incomplete. They were looking for Shetterly, but I think it was the right defensive end got up there and got his hand. Ball popped in the air, and then it lands incomplete, 4th down.
Shetterly was the slot receiver that time on the left side of the formation, and he went towards the center of the field and then Z'd back straight out down the 40-yard line to the outside, and Mace tried to throw it at him. I'm sure it was probably a good throw, but like you said, the DN just stood up and got in the way of that one.
A couple of PellaMotors.com instant radio updates. It is a final. Pleasantville 45, Linville Sully 14. And at the end of the third quarter, PCM leading the Battle of Jasper County 22-7 over Newton. Of course, aptly being played at Central College. If you missed tonight's Football Friday Night feature presented by Simple Treasures, you can find that on our website at kniakrls.com. It's all about the new football field being built at PCM.
That's exciting. Very exciting. And it sounds like the whole ball of wax, the press box and the bleachers and everything. They're not just doing the field.
New track.
Yeah.
They've got a new video board that's going along with it.
Does that come with $1 million you get when you win the state title, or how does that work?
Well, it was a $3.3 million project, so it came from somewhere.
No, I'm just joking, of course. Yeah. But yeah, that's very exciting for them to get all new facility over there.
So 1st down and 10 for DCG after the punt. They'll start at their own 23-yard line. 11 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And the Little Dutch lead by 2 touchdowns. Bootleg off a play action, roll out left. Flip pass out to the 28-yard line where Cody Hall is waiting. He brings it in and gets shoved out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Yeah, a little ad-lib there by Walker, the quarterback. Made a nice decision. Just the shovel pass.
Ran out of bounds at the 27.
Walker's thrown for 104 yards tonight. No touchdowns, 3 interceptions. 2nd down and 6. Out of the pistol formation. Walker using a hard count, takes a snap and hands it off to Brand. Left side run, big hole. And he's out near the 40, undercut at the 39. They'll say he's down there for a gain of 12.
Well blocked there. He had a good-sized hole over there on the left side. Ran through it and picked up the 12. They're going into the hurry-up offense here, needing to score 2 touchdowns yet.
147 total yards of offense for Dallas Center Grimes tonight. They go to Brand again, this time off the right side, and he gets 5 to the 44. DCG has not run a play inside of the Pella 35-yard line tonight. They trail 14-0.
Gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
And it's Brand again. Nice cutback run coming near side with a lot of running room into Pella territory down to the 42-yard line. Good for a gain of 15. That was his 20th carry of the game. He's got 90 yards.
He's going to be a tired boy tomorrow morning, but he's having a good game tonight.
First and 10 DCG. They trail Pella 14-0, 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Left to right in white and red for DCG. Going to Brand again. Breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he's down to the 37-yard line for 4 more. And now Pella, not sure who that's Josh Warner. Looks like he's starting to cramp up. He'll come off the game as Caleb Briggs comes in at corner. And DCG is going quick. Walker out of the pistol, takes a snap, back to Brand, up the middle, and somebody had him by the jersey, couldn't bring him down, but held him up long enough for the Cavalry to come in. Dawson Lee eventually, I believe, in on the tackle for Pella, trying to catch that number.
It was Ethan Bogarts that had a hold of him to start with, yeah.
And then it was DeYoung who got the tackle for no gain.
I'm sure they'll go for it at 4th down at this point, but see if we can back them up here on 3rd and 5.
And it's Walker, play action bootleg, rolling out, throws. He's got his man again. Down to the 30, that's Hall. That's the same play they ran to start this drive, and it's good for a gain of 7. The first Dallas Center Grimes 3rd down conversion of the night. They're 1 of 8.
First time inside the 35 also.
Oskaloosa's taken a 29-22 lead over PC midway through the 4th on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Walker hands it off to Brand, sheds a tackle, and he gets a couple of yards inside the 30 down to the 29. This is DCG's deepest penetration of the evening as Zach Brand nears the 100-yard mark. He's got 96, and there's an injured Pella player down. Probably another cramp.
Looks like a cramp. I hope it's just a cramp. Our defense could use a cramp now. They need to get a breather.
And we'll take a timeout with them. 9:36 remaining here inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. 4th quarter, 14-0 Pella with the lead.
Find huge instant rebates on Firestone tires for your car, truck, SUV, or minivan right now at Midtown Tire. Receive $50 off all Firestone tires. This is Zach from Midtown Tire. Come on into Midtown Tire right now for huge instant rebates off Firestone tires. Receive $50 off all Firestone tires. Rebates are instant and taken off the price of the tires at the time of purchase. No hassle, no waiting. Rebates made simple at Midtown Tire in Pella.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep Pella Dutch fans safe and feeling good on and off the court. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why Pella Dutch fans trust Kinetic Edge at kineticedgept.com.
Welcome back inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth on 92.1, on KNIA KRLS.com. The KRLS 2 stream tonight. Trevor Castle and Randy Sikkema with you in case you missed it. Presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic in Pella. Little Dutch had a 14-0 halftime lead. That was a Ryan Mace 13-yard toss to Logan Shetterly and an Aaron Downs 1-yard run. The defense was stingy. They forced 3 first-half turnovers. They've added another one here in the second half. DCG is on the move. Its longest march of the night. When we return from this injury, it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Mustangs from the 29 of Pella. And we have 9:36 to go in the 4th, in case you missed it. Presented by the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic.
Cody Heisman, the one with the cramp there, walked off on his own power.
2nd down and 8. Walker out of the pistol. He's got Brand behind him, and it's a fake jet sweep. Walker straight ahead, and Walker gets 2 to the 37.
I can live with that. 3rd and 6, maybe 7.
And DCG going quickly. 9:14 remaining, 4th quarter. 14-0 Pella. Same play from the opposite side of the field. This time they go to Boley, the jet man, and Pella's there. He is able to wriggle free for a couple of yards, but that's it, and it's now 4th down and 5.
Yeah, nice job. Nice penetration and nice stringing out the play over here on the defensive left side. And this could determine if DCG's got any chance in this game. If they can't get this first down, it's pretty much over, I think.
DCG is 0 of 1 on 4th downs tonight. This is a 4th and 5 from the Pella 25-yard line.
Got to go with Brand, don't you?
It's Walker in the pistol, Brand behind him, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Walker takes a snap, fakes it to Brand, looks left, throws left, Hall makes the catch, and he is tackled immediately for no gain.
Wow, what a great open field tackle over there. Warren Page, wasn't it?
Warren Page, the stop. No gain for Hall. Fourth down conversion fails, and Pella takes over, leading 14-0.
Nice job, Warren Page.
Pella takes over at the 25-yard line. 8 minutes and 19 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Nick DeYoung going out, the running back, Downs at quarterback.
I don't expect to see the ball in the air a whole lot here, Randy.
You wouldn't think, would you? We take another 4 minutes off this clock with this drive, and that about end the game as well.
So first down and 10 from the 25. Ball on the far right hash as Pella moves from right to left. Green jerseys.
Shetterly one-on-one down here, though.
And Downs, they fake a quick pass, and Aaron takes off running left, breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he's out to the 33 for a gain of 8. That's the 20th carry for Downs for 78 yards. And another injured player, another DCG player, is slow getting up. Well, not unexpected here in the first game, Randy.
I was just going to say the same thing.
Right now, it's down to 62 degrees. Usually it's because it's still 80 degrees or so,
right.
35, 38, 40 minutes into a game. It's only 62, but obviously the players are struggling with keeping hydrated.
Right, they're not hydrated. How many practices with pads have they really had? Maybe 12 or 14, something like that. So this is certainly the longest they've played in pads at full speed all season long, so this is going to happen. But hopefully everybody survives it okay. I think the only injury that looked halfway serious was their big center dude that went out in the first half.
While we have a moment here, can we reflect on the fact that Jay McKinstry is 8 minutes and 2 seconds away from 200 career wins?
It's pretty amazing.
23 years. This is his 23rd year, so essentially in 22 years. I mean, you're winning 8 or 9 football games a year in a season that's only 9 games long. Now, obviously, he's gotten to the playoffs, and
right.
Some of them are there, but that is a ton of wins.
That is. You know what his percentage is?
I don't offhand.
I bet
it's pretty good.
It's got to be in the 80s, doesn't it?
You sure think so? I mean, he's playing on average 11 games a year.
You'd think I'd remember what our winning streak was. What was our winning streak? Like 40-something, right?
Yeah. 7:54 back in action, fourth quarter, 14-zip Pella. Baker comes in motion as Downs claps his hands, takes the snap, and runs right side, following blockers across the 35 to the 36. Gain of 3, move the chains.
And you know what I thought of after Xavier won the title last year? Remember that one game we called? It got kind of exciting at the end with Finney and Van Wyck at the end of that game.
A football game?
With Pella, and I think it was Xavier we were playing that night. Remember that game?
I believe I do.
If that play had not happened and Xavier had won that game, they'd be in the 45 straight range right now.
And they'd be the 3-time defending champ.
Right.
Yeah. 2 dynasties kind of crossing paths there, right?
Yeah, they did,
From Pella to Xavier. First and 10, Pella leading 14-0. Ball at the 36. Downs, deep shot. That's a wobbler underthrown for Shetterly, incomplete.
Good coverage. I'm not sure if Peyton Manning could have threaded that one in there. The defensive back was all over Shetterly on that one.
PCM 22, Newton 14. 7 minutes left at Central College on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update.
That game got closer.
That's been within 2 scores the whole way. Yeah, this is not the PCM team that won a state championship last year.
They lost
for
a lot
super
of guys,
casual, if you're a big Pella fan and don't pay a ton of attention to a team like PCM, they were really senior dominated last year. They've built. Coach Bonnet's done a great job building a program, but he doesn't have the horses he did a year ago.
Right.
Here's a fake to DeYoung. Downs keeps it up the middle. Big burst for Aaron inside the 50, and a Superman dive to the 43-yard line for a gain of 21.
That was a nice looking play. Fake the handoff and then up the middle of the field. Very nice job.
That puts Aaron over 100 yards tonight. I've got him at 22 carries, 102 yards. And Pella 14-0 lead, 6:56 remaining in the ball game.
And the clock continues, so that's a good play.
We've got our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show coming up. We'll have McCall monumental play and player of the game. Tonight's longest drive presented by Dingham & Concrete. And we'll go in closing presented by Hopkins Roofing, as well as a chat with head coach Jay McKinstry. Here's Nick DeYoung straight ahead, and the junior running back gets 9 down to the 34.
Yeah, nice run by Nick DeYoung there. Again, straight up the center behind the big O line, but that was a nice move and good 9 yards for Nick.
And another cramp. Another Pella offensive lineman.
I think I'm getting one, Trevor.
Boy, oh boy. Well, just don't do it now because the training personnel are all down on the field. They're not here to help you, Randy.
Just give me something to
you'd be in trouble.
Hydrate.
The problem is, not the problem, but just you talked earlier about this being game action versus practice and, all those kind of things. But tonight's not the night to get yourself hydrated, right? I mean, you can drink all the water and Gatorade and whatever you want down on the sideline and during these breaks, and that is important. But if you haven't been doing that job over the last week or so, making sure that you come into a game like this already hydrated, it's a little bit too late.
Right. You're exactly right.
Up and walking off under his own power is Ethan Bogards, the offensive lineman for Pella, and he takes a swig of the liquid on his way off, hobbling. And again, you see this every year. First game out. Yep. It's really hard to understand what game shape is when you haven't played a game in 9 months.
Right, exactly. And some of these kids have never played a varsity game. They're just juniors that have never been in a varsity game.
Second down and 1 for Pella. They lead 14-0 with 6:18 remaining in the fourth quarter. A couple of second quarter scores have been the difference tonight. Baker motions from right to left at the wing, shuffles back right as Downs takes a snap and gives it to DeYoung. Right side run for the son of the guru down to the 30-yard line and a gain of 4. Melcher Dallas 50, Seymour 14. That is a final score tonight on a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. One of the other Marion County games that we're watching.
Did you get that right on your pick'em?
That was unpicked. So new format this year, we pick our Big Six broadcast games. We pick one other Marion County game and one other Warren County game.
Gotcha.
So I will have correctly picked Moravia over Twin Cedars, barring a huge Sabre second half comeback.
Gotcha.
Baker motions again on 1st and 10 for Pella, and the Little Dutch go back to the ground. Broken tackle into the second level, and Nick DeYoung finally drugged down by the shoulder pad at the 21-yard line for a gain of 9.
Very good effort again by Nick. The O-line opening some holes, but Nick's bursting through them and then making some moves beyond that.
It's 14-0 Pella. Little Dutch trying to salt away a season-opening victory over DCG. It was these Mustangs 2 years ago in Dallas Center that ended that 42-game winning streak of the Little Dutch.
Yeah, but for one slant touchdown play, we had them, 7-3, right?
And then Pella went on to go to the state title game that year, losing to Xavier. Right side run as flags fly. We've been a pretty penalty-free game, especially the second half. I think it might be the first hanky of the second half.
Refs are letting them play a little bit. It must have been an illegal formation or something. It came out quick.
It was 2nd and 1. The run was for no gain, and the penalty is on Pella.
So you don't have any one picks of a big state game with two big Regina and Xavier or anything like that?
Yep, then we have two of those.
But not this week. Oh, you did? Oh, you did this week. Okay.
It was, Dowling and Waukee, 1 and 2 and 4A.
Sure.
We went with the Maroons. And then Boyden Hall Rock Valley against West Sioux.
Gotcha.
Haywarden. Yep. That's a 1-2. Number 2 and 2A, number 1 and 1A.
Awesome.
5-yard penalty for Pella there.
I think Xavier had Regina tonight. I think.
That's gotten a little lopsided as Xavier, as they've gotten really, really good in 3A.
Right.
Regina just hasn't quite been able to keep up in recent years.
Right.
Over the years, that's been a pretty good matchup. Downs to throw on 2nd and 6. He's going for Shetterly. Underthrown. Knocked away. Incomplete. Really nice job of coming over to belt it down by Dawson Lego, or that would have been Downs to Shetterly for 6.
It looked like it was going to be a touchdown at first, but you're right. The safety coming over made a very nice defensive play to bat that away.
Couple of final scores on PellaMotors.com instant radio updates. Norwalk beats Indianola 26-3, and Oskaloosa beats Pella Christian 29-22.
Good game though.
3rd down and 6 for Pella. Downs takes the snap, hands it off, and nothing there. An absolute smother job in the backfield. Nick DeYoung goes down for a loss of 3. It's 4th down.
Somebody missed a blocking assignment on that one. Nick didn't have a chance. He got hit as soon as he got the handoff. Sending in the receivers. Looks like we're going to try a pass play here. Too far for a field goal. It'd be a 45-yard field goal. We clearly aren't going to do that. Punt would only gain about 7 yards, so we go for it on 4th and 8.
Pella is 2 of 2 on 4th downs in this game. They lead by a score of 14-0. It looks like they're going to take the play clock all the way down before calling their first timeout. So we'll step aside with the score 14-0 Pella. Late stages of the 4th quarter inside of the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth.
Okay, everyone, we're nearing the drop zone. Please double check both your main and your reserve parachutes. Sir, I don't think your chute's hooked up properly. Let me help you with that.
Nah, I'll take my chances.
Said no one ever. You wouldn't take chances when it comes to jumping out of an airplane, so why take chances when it comes to building your brand identity? Look to Brand Appeal for all your creative needs. Visit gobrandappeal.com. Brand Appeal, jump on the brand wagon.
Are you tired of paying high fees on your bank accounts? Would you rather have a bank that provides cash back options? Hi, this is Rosie from Lighton State Bank. Lighton State Bank is proud to be a community bank that has been serving the needs of our customers for over 100 years. Stop by our Pella location for a cookie, a cup of coffee, and to learn about what Lighton State Bank has to offer you. Lighton State Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back inside the Pella Real Estate Services radio broadcast booth. We're live on KNIAKRLS.com. Pella 14, Dallas Center Grimes 0. And a Little Dutch going for it on 4th down and 8 from the DCG 28. 4 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Downs to throw. He's under pressure. Takes off and runs. Breaks a tackle. Breaks another one. He's got the first down. And he finally steps out of bounds at the 17-yard line inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone.
I think that was the design of the play. I'm not sure. He lined up like it was a passing play, but he took it down and ran pretty quickly. So what are we going to give him? About
11
12,
yards,
11?
and Pella is 3 of 3 on 4th downs in this game. That might be the one that just puts it away. With 3:28 to go, it's 14-0 Pella.
They did step out of bounds, so the clock stopped. But you're right. Three more running plays is going to do a lot to that clock, especially with a 40-second clock this year.
Knoxville leads Fairfield 16-9 at the 2-minute warning. That's a PellaMotors.com instant radio update. Here's a handoff to Dawson Lee down to the 15-yard line for a gain of just one to the 16. So 16-9 Knoxville. The Panthers, who play in Pella's Class 3A District 7.
We have them in the first district game, don't we? Once we finish the non-district.
I believe we do, yeah. It is here in Pella. Is that homecoming?
It's homecoming, yep.
You and I will be here for that one.
Awesome.
2:55 to go in this one. 14-zip Pella. Downs sends River Baker in motion right side. Now he shuffles back left, right to left Pella. And handoff again. DCG not fooled. And don't know if that's Lee or DeYoung. They've kind of been rotating in and out. Whoever it is didn't go anywhere. Might have even lost a yard.
I think that was Lee.
1 yard loss for Dawson Lee. Well, Pella just trying to grind this one out, leading 14-0. A drive that started back at their own 25 with 8:19 remaining has gone 6 minutes plus as they just churn through the later stages of this game.
This is where the 40-second clock, albeit it starts right away, but it's 40 seconds, really changes the end of a game. I mean, if this was 7-0 game, this would be huge.
And there's a low snap as Mace is back in at quarterback now for Pella, but a whistle before the snap and a timeout Pella. Little Dutch didn't like what they saw quite there. We'll keep it here during this timeout to take a look at the road ahead, presented by Two Rivers Cooperative, and the road takes us to eastern Iowa, or takes you and Andrew Schneider to eastern Iowa, southeast Iowa to be a little more specific. Pella at Mount Pleasant next week. That will be a live radio broadcast on 92.1 FM KRLS. Of course, you can also find it on the stream and the apps and all of those platforms. YouTube with Jim Emmert. No, not live YouTube on the road, but eventually we'll get the video up on YouTube. He does a great job there. 6:30 pregame. That'll be the way all year long. You and Andrew get to fill an hour next Friday night. 7:30. Ball will be in the air. Pella at Mount Pleasant on the road ahead, presented by Two Rivers Cooperative. Keep your vehicle running smoothly on the road ahead by filling up with Cenex top-tier detergent gasoline at Two Rivers Car-Troll Pumps in Pella and Otley.
Last time I was in Mount Pleasant for a football game anyway was they had a Cotton and somebody else. They had one going to Iowa and one going to Iowa State.
Okay.
And they were good that year, and we beat them, I think, down there. And then they came here for a playoff game, and we played in a monsoon, and they had like -5 yards of offense that night.
Yeah, weather can help. All right, here's third down for Pella. Third and long, low snap. Mace hands it off, trying to find the edge. Dawson Lee cannot. He loses even more yardage.
No.
Now they'll whistle him down. He popped out of the pile and tried to sprint forward, but he loses 4 yards on the play back to the 21-yard line, and Pella will be in a fourth down situation. All right, how about this? You were talking about the 22s earlier when Pella Christian and Oski were tied at 22. I'm going to do you one better. This is a PellaMotors.com instant radio update, by the way. PCM and Newton, 22-22 with 22 seconds left. Newton just scored a touchdown and made a 2-point conversion to make it 22-22.
If 2 is your lucky number,
holy
run
cow.
out now and buy a Powerball ticket.
So that's like the 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out,
Jason
type
Hayward
of
batting.
situation. Yeah. I mean, they got it over. I think they can fit all the 2s on the scoreboard over at Ron and Joyce Skipper Stadium in Pella, where that game's being
crazy.
played.
What are the odds of one game being 22-22, let alone 2 the same night? Wow.
Nuts. Our score, thankfully for the Little Dutch fans, it's 14-0 Pella. It is fourth down and long. Little Dutch were inside of the Raceway Tire and Exhaust red zone. They are now back out as they have it at the 21-yard line. They need the 8. So it's 4th and 13 with Mace at QB.
Shetterly right.
And low snap. Mace picks it up, lobs it towards Shetterly, back corner of the end zone. And it goes through his hands, incomplete.
That was so close. He couldn't even have seen where he was throwing that ball. He reached down and picked it up off the ground and just winged it. Almost completed it. What an effort.
So DCG will take over on downs.
Well, that drive, Randy, took
6+ minutes, right?
Nearly 6.5 minutes off the clock.
Yeah.
6 minutes and 26 seconds off the clock to really sap any chance out of DCG coming back in this game.
Right. It'd be a freak thing now for them to score twice in 1:45 with what? They got 2 timeouts.
When they haven't done anything all night long. 1st and 10 from the 20 for DCG. They will definitely be in hurry-up mode. And it's Walker to throw. Looks left, throws left. He's got an open man. Tackled inbounds. Nice job on the far side of the field. That's Nolan Clayberg, the tackle at the 24, as Cody Hall brings in his 7th grab of the night.
Rising Bowling.
Second down and 6. Throw coming from Walker again. It's to Brand out of the backfield. There was nothing there, and even if there was, Grant Nelson had him in his sights. Incomplete.
Yeah, he was looking to put a hurt on him, wasn't he?
Again, 2 final scores. Check that 3 final scores of our Big 6 already on the KRLS radio scoreboard. Oski beat PC 29-22. Norwalk over Indianola 26-3. And Pleasantville beat Linville-Sully 45-14. Our score, 14-0 Pella. 1:19 remaining in the fourth quarter. And DCG has a 3rd and 7 from the 23-yard line. Walker takes a snap, looks to throw. Looks near side, under some pressure, rolling near side. Hit and sacked! While being held, Camden Lambert comes up with the sack, and it's 4th down Mustangs. Back at the 12.
Great effort by Lambert right there.
21 Grant Nelson.
Loss of
a big loss. That was an 11-yard loss. all the way back to the 12.
Because they had
and
3,
DCG, I think the white flag is being raised. They're bringing the punt team on.
Yeah, they go for it here and don't get anything. I mean, we wouldn't score anyway. We would just kneel down.
Yeah, remember, the 17-point thing doesn't matter anymore.
Right.
A win is a win is a win. 1 point or 70 points, it's a win.
I like that rule change.
So, 2 years ago, Pella would be calling timeout and trying to score here. High punt. Pella not even going to try to return this one. It lands at the 45, pops basically straight up, now rolls backwards to the 35-yard line.
So now we just take a knee down.
17 seconds, and this one's over. Pella 14, Dallas Center Grimes 0.
Good start to the season. Very good start to the season. And numero 200. Is that how you say that in Spanish?
Yeah, you got to be close, I believe.
200, maybe? Sorry, I don't know.
17 seconds remaining, and Pella is into victory formation. 14-0 Little Dutch. Victory formation. It's a low snap fielded by Ryan Mace. He puts a knee on the ground, and the clock will head towards 000. And TLCBF has turned 200 victories old today. Jay McKinstry wins number 200, and the 2019 Little Dutch win number 1. They're 1-0 with a 14-0 win over Dallas Center Grimes. We'll be back with our Cabinet Design of Pella radio postgame show after this timeout, live on KNIA-KRLS.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Tim Yoder, one of the veterinarians at Tri-County Veterinary Clinic. I'd like to take a moment to wish all of the sports teams from Pella, Pella Christian, and Central College the best of luck as they compete this season. We know that you've put in a lot of hard work, and we're cheering you on. We're working hard, too, to make sure that your pets are well taken care of. Whether it's wellness exams, emergency care, boarding, grooming, or just a quick stop at our pet food center, we're here for you. Tri-County Veterinary